Let's start with a morning prayer. No, in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Our Lasallian prayer. I will continue, all my God, to do all my actions for the love of you. Saint John Baptist de la Salle, pray for us. Saint Benilde Romanson, pray for us. Live Jesus in our hearts forever. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Okay. So let's get on with our discussion. Don't worry guys, I nakalagay dun sa schedule natin. It's gonna take us like what, 5 hours. Don't worry. Matatapos tayo before that, no? Huwag kayong mag-alala. Mga at most maximum 2 hours lang tong discussion na to, no? But I promise you guys, no, kahit actually baka less than 1 hour pa nga to, madali lang to eh. So start na tayo. All right. So module 2 is called Splines and Parametrics, no? So tapos na tayo sa sa module 1, no? So sa module 1 it was just like a introduction to the software. I just let you play around with the software, just explore things, explore yung mga tools, no? Kahit without me telling you what it does first. But some of you guys, yun nga, no? Yung mga nag-ask na kagad ng questions, that's good, no? Because that's what I said. I want you guys to explore muna, but if you have any questions on how to do certain things, just talk to me at sabihin ko agad sa inyo on how to do that, no? Pero hindi ko agad i-share yung buong how to, no? Kasi part siya pa rin ng syllabus natin. Madadaanan natin lahat yan ng sabay-sabay, no? So, yung mga notice yung mga binigyan ko ng mga tidbits on how to do certain things, no? Dahil tinanong nila, just the quick and rough version lang 'yon, no? Kasi there's more to it pa. So, dito na tayo magi-start din. Isa sa mga nasagot ko rin to last meeting. May isang nagtanong natin regarding this one, no? Yung how to make yung mga kable, yung mga cables, yung mga curves, no? So, dito natin mapapasok 'yon sa splines and parametrics, no? So, ito yung mga topic shortcuts natin. So, of course, we have our cheat sheet of the week. We have our terms to remember, modeling techniques. Just yung modeling techniques is just going to be a brief discussion kung ano ba yung purpose ng activity 1 natin, no? Other than yung introduction natin sa software. And then of course, yung sa nitty-gritty natin, we have our spline modeling and our parametrics. Pag-uusapan natin kung ano ba yung spline modeling. Tapos ano ba yung mga splines na yun? Ano ba yung splines? Is it a line or something? No? Tapos magagamit din natin ang mga parametrics, no? Parametrics, it's a bit more complicated, a bit more tedious, no? But it's actually a very useful tool din, no? And also one of the modeling techniques na pag-uusapan din natin, no? So ayan, this one is for 3ds Max, no? Cheat sheet of the week. And then of course, Blender meron na rin, no? Sa Blender. Yan, no? So not really a lot compared sa introduction, but there we go. There's your cheat sheet of the week. Almost yung mga lahat na magagamit ko ngayon, no? Or magagamit natin ngayon. So don't worry, it's going to be easy to remember, no? So move on tayo. Now next, our terms to remember. We have block out, spline modeling, splines, vertices, bevel, parametric modeling, modifiers, and hard surface modeling, no? So, yan yung mga terms na mababanggit ko ngayon. Some ma-explain ko na agad, but majority mga siguro 80% ng mga terms dito, mafu-fully discuss natin because yung remaining 20% dito sa next na pa yan, may continuation pa yan next module, no? So, don't worry. Ma-explain natin lahat yan. So, we are all on the same wavelength, no? So, alam nyo kagad kung ano yung masasearch nyo kagad sa YouTube, no? Ano ba yung splines? Ano ba yung vertices, no? Yung mga stuff na gano'n. Kasi, mga definition ng mga ito, it's not gonna be proven useful kapag, kapag hinanap mo lang siya yung actual definition nila. Pero pag in technical terms na siya, yung how to do stuff like this, no? How to make vertices do that, how to make vertices do this. Yun, at least may clue na kayo kung ano yung dapat nyong i-search, no? So, yan. Now, first topic na tayo, modeling techniques. No, base pa lang doon sa term na to. Modeling techniques. These are techniques for modeling, no? For 3D modeling. It's literally what the term says, no? So now that we have explored its basic core functions and controls of 3ds Max, we can now start your journey in 3D design by tackling on 3D modeling workflows, as well as introduce to you modeling techniques that we will be able to use during the course of the term. No? So marami tayong may encounter na modeling techniques. Yung first ano natin dito, technically it's two, yes, but in reality talaga it's really just one, no? So yun ang mga madi-discuss natin for today. May dalawang modeling techniques, no? But really it's just one, no? So during our first discussion, you were tasked to create a simple scene using basic shapes given to you by the software. Despite not really modeling an object in a sense, what you've created is part of the process in 3D modeling. This technique is called blockout. No? So sa blockout, remember, na-discuss din natin yan during yung briefing ko sa inyo on kung ano ba yung midterms nyo, kung ano yung finals nyo, di ba? So pinakita ko rin sa inyo kung ano itsura ng mga specific blockout. Na ito, this is a more better look at it, no? So this one is a comparison, no? This is exactly the same scene. This one is the blockout and this one is the final scene, no? So based pa lang do sa itsura pa lang ng dalawa, you can already tell what blockout is, no? As I said pala last time, blockout is the basic use of basic objects, no? Basic objects, normal objects, or mga primitives nila to basically construct their scene already, no? So they already have their framing set up. Now they just need the environment, no? Or their overall scene. They just need temporary assets to fill in, no? Before you actually make your 3D assets or your 3D models na ilalagay sa scene na yon, no? So there we go. Yan, kailangan tandaan yan kasi part yan ng finals nyo. Okay? Okay. Okay. So, yan, that's blockout, no? Okay, so guys, sa mga yung nadi-disconnect, no, that's okay lang naman, guys, no? That's okay lang rin because, no, we have a recording, no? So, okay mag-alala. Siguro hindi ko nabanggit, no? Ang hindi ko nabanggit last meeting or yung sa first meeting natin, which is actually pretty important, no? Attendance, no? Attendance. Yung hindi ko nabanggit. Don't worry, guys, hindi ako nagta-take ng attendance, no? Walang magkaka-FDA sa akin, no? Walang magkaka-FDA sa akin, hindi ako nagta-take ng attendance kasi ang attendance nyo sa akin is your activity, no? So, yun lang naman. No? So, don't worry. Okay? So, there we go. That is blockout, no? Now, this one is also a basic blockout, no? This one is just a very quick blockout that I made, no? So, kung alam nyo ang itsura niyan, well, that's good, no? Alam nyo kung saan yan. No, but yeah, this is one of the most basic things that you can do with a simple blockout but still has form and structure already, you know? So kasi yan, pwede na yan sa game eh. Kasi it's pretty blocky lang naman and it looks like the actual thing, no? So if you don't know kung saan yan, this is from Spider-Man, ano? Yung sa mga tentacle ni Doc Ock. So yan. You can easily do that after ng natin ngayon. Itong discussion natin yan. Super dali lang yan, I promise you guys, no? It looks complicated, but I promise you this one is super, super easy to do, no? So you go, i-demo ko pa mamaya eh. So yan. Ayan, no? So yan. Banggit na natin yan, blockout is 3D modeling technique heavily used to create the basic form of your environment or an asset to better get a glimpse of what it would look like in 3D space before production. Now yan. So yan, mga possible na for lalo na sa mga games, no? Blockout is heavily used sa mga games, no? Kasi kailangan nila ng, yun nga, no? Number one, kailangan nila ng temporary environment muna to basically test out their code. Like for example, how the controller works or how the enemy works, no? How the enemy AI works. So they're going to code the AI or code the function and then they're gonna test it out on a temporary field, no? So sometimes kung nanonood kayo ng mga behind the scenes sa mga animation or lalo na sa mga video game ng mga companies, no? You watch their behind the scenes, you're gonna see something like this, no? Or sometimes yung parang lang natin, isang parang grid na platform tapos may mga boxes and everything. Those are blockouts, no? Mga parang playground, no? Testing area, no? Basically filled with temporary objects. And then of course, yan, ito rin sa mga popular na naging na games natin, which is sa Horizon. Yan, heavily na gamit yan. Yung sa Horizon Zero Dawn. And then of course, yung sa bagong installation, yung Forbidden West. Diyan, sobrang heavy sila sa sa blockout dahil kailangan na kailangan nila because some of their functions sa game na yon, they have breakable parts, no? So they're gonna have to know what parts should be breakable, no? So for example, ito, yung mga shoulder armor, ito sa actual main body ng armor, no? So each time na naapektuhan sila ng something, magbe-break off siya, no? And yan ang mahirap kasi kapag nagsimula ka kaagad sa isang sa sa actual high quality model instead of a blackout, mahihirapan ka to distinguish kung ano ba talaga yung kailangan mong tanggalin when it comes to video games. So for example, like this one, no? So kailangan mong tanggalin kung ano yung kailangan mong baguhin, no? But when it comes to blackouts, since yun nga, no, they're just using temporary objects, doon mo na kagad notice what needs to be edited out, what needs to be revised, no, before you actually get to the modeling part, no? So when it comes to modeling, dire-diretso na yung flow natin, dire-diretso na siyang hanggang sa finish line, no? So yan, there we go. That is the more technical use of blockouts, no? So yan, ito yung sa mga mga example ng mga basic blackouts, no? Using yung primitives. So, yung activity 1 nyo, dahil pinag-uusapan na natin ng blackouts, ang activity 1 nyo, that is exactly that, no? You're making a blockout, no? So, there we go. Ito sa sa isang previous student ko, they made a simple blockout of a smorgasbord, no? So ginamitan niya yung mga basic na mga basic stuff, no? So we have your planes, tapos yung mga sphere ginamitan niya ng ng classic editable poly. Yan. Actually very advanced pa nga tong mga ginawa niya, no? For in terms of discussion natin, no? This is just activity 1 pero yung niya, yung output niya hanggang module 3 na kaagad, no? So, yan. So, yan, there we go. Another one, you might have already seen it. Yan, this is a basic environmental blockout, no? So, yan, there we go. Nagkaroon siya ng scene. They set up their scene, no? There we go. Meron siyang classic environmental background using simple torses, cones, UV spheres, icospheres, no? So yan, meron silang mga character blockouts, environmental blockouts, no? So good stuff like that. And then this one is also a blockout. Pero ang only difference for this one, it's a blockout but it's also the final scene already, no? Kasi there are going to be some cases like that, no? Yung tinatawag natin na low poly aesthetic, no? So when it comes to blackouts, like I said, they're just mainly composed of base objects or primitives, no? So, sa low poly aesthetic, that's exactly it then, no? Not exactly base objects, but more on that very geometrical, no? Geometrical na shapes, no? So, yan. There we go. Babalikan din natin yan, specifically low poly. That's just a rough definition of the low poly aesthetic, no? O low poly theme, no? So, yan. An example. All right. So, like any other project, of course, 3D modeling also follows a workflow in every project. And it's not like some creative itch you can just scratch. No? Guilty ako dyan, Medyo guilty ako dyan kasi I don't really follow 3D, that specific workflow. Kapag may naisip lang ako bigla, diretso kagad ako sa software and then, boom, kagawa na ako ng something, no? But for you guys, for the most guys, this is pretty important talaga, lalo na if you're working professionally. Of course, papasok muna yung idea, and then you're gonna do your research, and then you're gonna be doing your reference gathering, and then lastly, previs, no? So yung previs, yun na yung natin, di ba? Yung blockout, no? So doon na siya magsisimula. Doon na yung pinaka-start, yung unang stepping stone for 3D modeling, no? Modeling workflows differ from industry to industry when it comes to production, but for pre-production, they all have the same beginning steps, no? So it's always going to be the same stuff right here, no? Mababago yan after ng previs, no? Mababago din yan, may madadagdag, may mawawala, etc., no? So yeah. Okay. So before we actually move on to the nit and gritty, yung spline modeling natin. Do we have any questions regarding this stuff right here? No? Do you have any questions? Questions? Concerns? No? None? Okay. So let's move on to the actual coup de grace of our discussion. No? So spline modeling, our first modeling technique. No? So I'm assuming you guys, yung mga sasabay sa akin, you've already opened your software. No? So let's get started. No? So spline modeling, one of the alternative techniques to polymodeling. Polymodeling, di ko muna explain yan because that's next next meeting. No, don't worry, it's gonna be something to remember. No, so mainly used for making cables, glasses or cups, hair, and even custom particles. No, or yung mga particle effects. Despite having the most freedom to create almost any object, sadly, it is not the most effective technique under normal workflow for most projects. No, it's very unorthodox. No, meron tayong mga specific na modeling techniques talaga na already mainstream, like yung sinasabi ko dito, polymodeling. No, that's already the most mainstream. No, aside from sculpting, but spline modeling, like I said, it's a bit unorthodox. Yes, it can still be used, but not rarely used for mainstream na media. No, for example, sa mga video games, no. Yes, gamit pa rin siya, like I said, no. Kasi pwede siyang gamitin for cables. Yan, diyan gamit na gamit yan, mga cables, no. But for glasses like this one, there's a much more efficient way to do this one. Speaking in a beginner's perspective, yes, this is the easiest to do kapag spline modeling. If you're going to be making something like this, like a goblet or a chalice, spline modeling is the way to go, no? Kasi it's the easiest, probably the most beginner-friendly thing that you can do, no? Next is naman yung hair. Now, hair, it's a bit more, how can I say this? Complex when it comes to spline modeling because it differs from artist to artist. No, some artists would use real life hair simulations. No, so i-generate na ng computer mismo yung buhok ng isang character if by selecting that certain portion of the of that character. And then of course meron din tayong yung ginagawa ko na na traditional na way na ginagawa ko, which is yung anime style na hair, which is basically what we're about to discuss, no? Dito, no? This is sa mga parts na madi-discuss dito, but I'm not gonna be fully sharing it. But yeah, yung how to basically do that, it's already here, no? Yung mga anime style na hair sa mga 3D anime games like Genshin Impact, you're gonna be learning how to do it, no? But not fully, no? It's going to be here. You're just gonna have to think on it really hard on how to do it. But yeah, it's all there naman na, no? Gawa rin siya sa splines, don't worry. Okay? So that is spline modeling, no? There we go. So another parts of spline modeling, despite being able to create 3D models, splines have a more effective and mainstream use in 3D design in certain departments. Hindi ko nabanggit, ano nga ba yung splines? No? Ano nga ba talaga what is the spline in spline modeling? No? So, basically from the context alone, no, itong cables na to, splines are basically lines, no, or curves, no. So that's basically it. Yan lang yung technical term natin sa 3D space when it comes to lines, no, or basically mga stuff like this, no. So those are splines, no. Splines have a more, but like I said, no, like I said dito, splines have a more effective and mainstream use, which is for character design, no, or sa animation, no. When it comes to character design, splines are heavily used for making rig controllers, no, sa mga characters natin. Like for example, this one, no. Siguro when you're browsing over the internet, you've decided, okay, paano ba gumawa ng mga characters? Tapos may nakikita kayo, mga something like this, no. May ganito kayo nakita siguro for when you're searching. So that's pretty normal, no. So splines, like I said, they are mainly used for rig controllers when it comes to character design. So ano ba yung rig controllers? No? So a rig controller basically controls the overall movement of your character. So siya yung mga buto, no? Yung mga bones ng ating character. So mangyayari dyan, if you rotate your spline on, like, let's say from the elbow part natin, yung elbow rig controller natin, it's going to rotate, no? So stuff like those can be really used sa mga natin, sa character design. Another use of splines natin are path trails, no? Or basically mga guide natin sa mga sa mga objects natin. For example, itong bouncing ball natin dito, you can animate it manually. But kung gusto mong medyo precise yung talagang bounce ng bola, you can make a line right here, no? You can make a line right here sa natin, sa this part right here. It's going to go right here. Ito yung first na natin, and then it's going to have like a tip point here and then bounce siya dito. So it's going to follow this specific trail, no? When you add a spline right here and then you connect your ball to said spline, no? So it will follow through siya doon. So those are the really actual purpose of splines, no? So, okay, start na tayo sa actual nitty-gritty, no, ng natin. So start na tayo. Like ang usual na sinasabi ko last time, no? Ang unahin ko muna is as always will be 3ds Max, and then it will be Blender, and then 3ds Max, and then so on and so forth, no? So start na tayo. So our first function, no, for the day sa spline modeling is text, no? So based pa lang sa term na text, no? Yes, you can add text sa natin, sa ating software, no? So to add your text to your scene, don't worry guys, it's already, and tag doon, yung mga stuff na to, it's already there sa natin. Like I said, sa Big Sky, so you can easily view this one kung hindi kayo maka-follow sa sa demonstration ko. It's already there, all the instructions is already there, no? So start na tayo. So there we go. Oops, wait, but ano ba to? Teka. Okay, never mind. All right, so start na tayo. So let's open your 3ds Max software or Blender, no? So sa 3ds Max, sige, unahan na tayo. We're just going to be using, actually no, gamitin natin itong buong scene natin, no? Itong apat na viewport, because it's going to work better for us, no? So by default, guys, no? By default, nandito tayo kagad, no? Sa create tab natin, and then nakalagay tayo dito sa geometry natin for our primitives, no? For our splines sa 3ds Max, you can easily access them dito sa second icon natin dito, itong square and circle na nag-intersect, no? So it says here on hover, it says shapes, no? So under siya sa shape category. So select natin 'yan. And then by default, nakalagay na siya agad sa splines, no? But you can see marami tayong magagamit diyan. But for our discussion, andito lang tayo sa splines. Hindi natin magagalaw tong anything, no? Hindi natin magagalaw lahat 'yan. Dito lang tayo sa splines, no? So our first function, like I said, no, is text, no? So dito sa splines, under sa splines, we have here text, no? So select lang natin tong text, and then simply click lang tayo sa scene, no? Click lang tayo. Then there we go. Nakalagay na tayo ng text, no? There we go. And then of course, just like dun sa natin, sa geometry natin, each time that we add our primitives, no, or we add our objects sa scene, nakalagay dito agad yung parameters natin, no, para mabago agad natin, di ba? But let's say you accidentally clicked somewhere sa scene natin and then nawala na yung parameters. Paano natin mababalik 'yon, no? Paano natin mababalik 'yon? So, dito tayo sa modify tab, no, by pressing 2, no? If you still remember do sa activity 1 natin, no, or do sa module 1 natin, dito siya sa modify tab natin, no? So press 2 tayo sa keyboard, hindi sa numpad, sa keyboard natin, no? So 2, press lang natin 2 to enter tayo ng modify tab. And then there we go, nabalik na natin yung parameters natin, no? So isa-isahin natin 'to, no? Siguro unahin natin yung pinaka-obvious, no? Yung parameters na tab natin dito, and then it says here, text natin, no? So basically, dito natin ilalagay yung text natin. So see, when I deleted that, nawala na yung text natin, but when I add stuff, yan, there we go. Ilagay tayo ng naiba natin yung stuff natin. Now, the only downside dito sa text na tool natin dito sa 3ds Max, etong fonts natin, no? So sometimes siguro may nahanap kayo sa over the internet na, "Oh, I want to use this font. Oh, I want to use this font." But sadly, you can only use kung ano yung naka-install sa ano nyo, sa computer nyo, no? So you're only limited to that, no? So if you want to add more, if you want to add more fonts, you're gonna have to install them talaga sa computer nyo. It's not just some file that you're just going to drag and drop sa isang folder sa 3ds Max. You're gonna have to actually have it installed, no? So sadly, that's the only way to do it, no? So next, siguro, question natin dito. When it comes to text, no? Sir, does it recognize other languages, no? So might as well test that out, no? So let's try test that out, no? But I already know the answer. So the answer to that is, sadly, hindi siya mare-recognize. The text format can actually recognize it, pero sa software natin, yung sa 3D space natin, hindi siya nare-recognize, no? So sadly, it does not recognize other languages other than English. Now, technically, there's actually a workaround, no? But it involves changing your overall language sa software mo, no? So, yeah, that's the only way, no? Actually, I'm joking. That's not the only way. There's actually a more efficient way. Ituturo ko yan sa inyo next meeting sa poly modeling natin, which is super duper easy, no? Isa sa mga papa-assignment ko yan sa inyo mamaya, no? So yan. So just by simply typing in your selected language, yeah, it does not work that way, no? Okay, there we go. And then of course, size. As the font size na natin yan, by default nakalagay sa 100, but you can decrease that if you want. Or kung gusto nyong dito na mismo 3D space, you can easily scale that down, So, can easily scale that down. There we go. Now, itong kerning, leading, di na natin kailangan yan. Mostly ito lang na mahal sa paggamit nyo. You can also italize it. You can add an underline on it, no? So, basic standard stuff. Wala nga lang yung bold function, no? So, only italic and underline. Ito, yung sa paragraph natin, paragraph spacing, it doesn't really matter that much, no? So, yeah, hindi mo naman masyado magagamit yan, no? Alright. Next, punta tayo dito sa natin. Maximize ko na to, no? So, ito na yan. Select yung perspective. You still remember, guys, ano yung shortcut natin to maximize a certain viewport? 3ds Max. 3ds Max users. Ano yung shortcut? Ano yung shortcut, guys? Nakakita nyo na kanina, no? So, ano yung shortcut natin? Anyone? Any takers? Alt-W. Yes, there we go. So, Alt-W. So, first, select tayo sa isang viewport, and then press natin Alt-W. There we go, no? Paano pagbabalik? Alt-W again, no? So, balik tayo dito. Alright? So, after ng parameters, next naman natin tong rendering, no? Tong rendering, no? So, nababanggit ko na to dati, tong rendering natin, pero this is not the actual rendering, no? It's a bit different, no? So, itong rendering part sa 3ds Max natin dito under ng text natin, or basically ng mga splines natin, the purpose of this function is to basically add fill to these outline, no? So, select natin tong any of the two boxes natin dito. Select natin tong enable in viewport. There we go. Nagkaroon tayo ng fill sa ating sa ating text, no? But it's not exactly the type of fill that you were probably expecting, no? It's a bit different from what you expected. Siguro ang ina-expect niyo siguro when it comes to adding fill, as in yung buong nasa loob, no, magkakaroon ng fill, no? Pwede natin gawin yon, but it works a bit differently, no? So, paglaruan muna natin 'to bago natin isunod yon, no? So, dito sa enable and viewport, there we go. So, select lang natin 'yan, enable and viewport for now. And then kapag yung actual rendering na tayo, select natin 'tong enable and render. Actually, you might as well select both of these na, no? Enable both of them, no? If you're planning to use yung mga splines natin as part of your scene, no? Para makita talaga siya sa render natin. Now next, ito sa under ng ng rendering natin dito, we have a set of parameters here for the actual fill na binigay niya, no? So by default nakalagay siya sa radial, no? And then we have your thickness, sides, and then angle. Angle din yun na kailangan galawin yan. Thickness and sides lang tayo, no? So thickness, as the name suggests, kinakapalan niya yung yung mga fill niya sa outline natin. Now for the sides, no? For the sides, ito yung mga sides natin, no? Siguro na nakita niyo na to when you were playing around sa 3ds Max and nabanggit ko yung how to enable this line, basically makita yung lines ng ating mga shapes, no, or ating 3D objects by pressing F4, no? So F4, yan, nakikita niyo dito sa function, F4. So there we go. Now yung sides natin, as you can see, bababaan ko tong sides natin. Look closely sa ating mga shapes, no? Notice the difference? Notice the difference? Kikita niyo yung difference, no? So, ang nagiging difference natin dyan, basically, the lower sides you have, or basically, ang tawag natin dito is geometry. The lower the geometry you have, the more low poly it looks, no? The more blocky it looks, no? So, it could be blocky, it could be sharp, no? It depends sa object na yon. But, if we try to increase the sides or yung segments natin na tinatawag, no? So it could be called size, it could be called segments, it could be called geometry, no? So mga stuff like that, no? Madami tayong terms talaga sa 3D, no? But as you can see, there we go. Kapag ini-increase ko yung sides, nagiging much cleaner yung natin, no? It's not as clean as kanina. Okay na yung 12 kanina natin, But yeah, I think you can see naman a difference na, no? It's a very minuscule yung difference. So, that's clearly, ayun, notice nyo, there we go, no? Nagiging much more curved yung overall look natin. Tapos yung mga iba, magiging a bit sharper konti, no? It's a bit curved, but it still has that sharpness to it, no? That's the overall function of the sides of the segments, no? So, yan, there we go. Now, next naman sa radial natin, we have tong rectangular, no? It's literally just the same, guys, no? So don't worry. It's literally just the same. Wala tayong kahit anong pagbabago dyan. So it's literally just the same. Ang difference lang, it's how it looks, no? Personally, hindi nyo magagamit tong rectangular because it just looks weird, no? And, there's a much better way to do this, no? Like I said. So it's there if you wanted to, but the most common use talaga sa part natin dito sa rendering is this one, radial, no? So it's up to you on how you plan to use it, no? Now, itong interpolation and then tong other stuff natin dito, hindi natin kailangan yan. We don't really need those anymore. So, ang kailangan nyo lang tandaan for splines or dito sa text natin, no? Or basically, yun nga, splines in general. Itong rendering and then yung parameters, no? Itong parameters natin to, may iba yan depende yan sa kung anong object yung nakaselect natin, no? So, pinaka-important palagi itong rendering tsaka yung parameters, no? So, yung parameters, like I said, it's going to be different from spline to spline, no? Text already is a spline already, no? So, as you can see, there we go. It's already a set of lines, no? So, that's a spline. Okay. So, next, paano natin gawin yung tawag doon, yung sinasabi ko, yung actual na fill na expected nyo. No? So, paano yung actual na fill? No? Actually, before we do that, nalimutan ko na Blender. Nalimutan ko na. I forgot Blender na. No, so, nalimutan ko. I'm sorry, guys. No? So, sige. Skip muna natin yon. Dito muna tayo sa Blender. How to add text. No? How to add text tayo sa Blender. So, ano yung diniscuss natin sa 3ds Max? Oh, yeah. Adding text and then yung adding fill dun sa outline natin. Okay, that's pretty easy. No? So, select muna natin everything. No? Select muna natin everything by pressing A and then X. Delete lang natin lahat. Let's start fresh. No? Let's start fresh, just like the 3ds Max. No? So, press A and then X. No? All right. So, there we go. Now, for Blender, if you still recall, our shortcut for adding objects sa scene natin is Shift A. No? So Shift A. So Shift A. Yan. So Shift A. And then there we go. Dito sa Shift A natin, ito yung mga primitives list natin. You can already see it's right there, no? So select lang natin text. And then there we go. Remember guys, itong origin point natin, dyan palagi magi-spawn yung yung mga ina-add natin na objects sa scene, no? So each time, if you still remember, each time na kung saan nakalagay yung cursor natin, itong origin cursor natin, and then when you add an object, dun siya maglalagay, no? So be careful on accidentally pressing yung cursor natin, no? Just leave it here palagi sa middle natin, no? To reset it, to basically reset our cursor, ang shortcut natin is Shift S, and then select natin tong cursor to world origin. And then there we go. Napalik na natin siya, and each time that we add a new object, it's going to be there, no? So, okay, delete na natin yan. We don't need those anymore. And then there we go. Na-add na nga natin yung text natin kanina, no? Now for our text, unlike sa 3ds Max, no, wala tayong anything na nagpa-pop up pa kagad na parameters, no? But it's actually already here. Hindi lang natin nakikita, no? Di nyo lang pa nakikita, no? So, hindi lang natin na-discuss, no? May tawag tayo dito sa bar natin dito. These are properties editor, no? So, dito yung mga nakalista, lahat ng mga properties, depende sa scene nyo, and then of course, depende rin sa object natin, no? Now, we have here dito yung sa natin, active tool and workspace. We have our render properties. We have our output properties. Mga stuff na yan, mababang next time pa natin yan. View layer, di natin magagamit yan whatsoever. Etong scene properties, etong world properties, collection, object properties, modifiers, magagamit natin yan later. Physics, hindi natin magagamit yan. Pero siguro kung may mag-request yan, once everything is done sa syllabus natin, discuss natin yan kung gusto nyo. And then this one, object constraint, hindi natin madidiscuss yan. Ito, dito tayo sa ating object data properties or our text data properties. This one's going to be different from object to object, depende yan, no? So select lang natin tong object data properties. Then there we go. Dito natin babaguhin yung stuff natin, no? So dito tayo sa font, we have our texture space, we have our geometry. There we go. Excuse me. All right. So, okay, balik tayo dito sa ating stuff natin dito kasi it's a bit different sa ating ito. So, yan It's going to be a bit different dun sa ating sa ating sa ating 3ds Max. 3ds Max napakadali lang ng ng stuff natin dito. So, punta tayo dito sa ating text, no? So, we already done this. We've added our text already, and then may iba yung natin, no? Yung edit text natin, no? So, pupunta tayo sa ating wait, sa Blender ko. Okay. So, dito sa text natin, wala tayong kahit anong, like for example sa 3ds Max, no? Itong text box natin. We don't have that, no? So, paano natin makukuha yan? No? So, pupunta tayo sa edit mode natin ngayon, no? So, first, select natin tong object natin, and then we're going to be pressing tab sa ating software, no? Sa ating keyboard. So, press natin tab. There we go. As you can see, nagkaroon na tayo ng sort of parang natin yung bar sa ating mga no, sa ating mga document format. And then there we go. So, yan. There we go. That's how easy it is, no? That's how easy it is. There we go. So we've added our text, we've added our no? We have added our custom text na pala, no? There we go. Now, question, does it recognize as well? Does it recognize yung natin? Custom characters? Well, see for yourself, no? Oops. Okay, teka. Mhm. Mhm. Ah, okay. Okay. Like I said, no guys, be careful sa pag natin, sa pag-select ng 3D cursor, yun naka-deselect pala siya, kaya ano pala. So, does it recognize? It does not. So, it does not recognize talaga whatsoever yung any characters natin dito sa Blender. Same case tayo sa 3ds Max, but it's actually much worse, no? So, the 3ds Max, na-recognize siya ng natin, na-recognize ng text box yon, but hindi lang nag-pop up siya sa natin. If you still remember, nag-pop up lang siya as just like 2 squares, no? So, dito sa Blender talagang hindi niya na-recognize whatsoever. But sa ating natin, dito sa ating tawag dito sa ating Blender, unlike 3ds Max, hindi na natin kailangan i-install, no? Kailangan lang natin yung actual file, no? So as you can already see here, no? As you can already see here sa ating font, we have regular, bold, italic, bold, and italic. So we have already a list of list of fonts that we can already use, no? But sadly, unlike sa natin, sa ating 3ds Max, ito lang yung default natin. Wala siyang dinidetect na kahit anything. So we're gonna have to actually download our font files first, no? Hindi natin kailangan fully install, hindi na kailangan natin fully install sa computer. We just need the font file, no? Kasi once you install your font file, you can easily select itong folder icon natin. It says here, open font. Now, wala akong kahit anong downloaded font, sadly. Nalimutan ko na mag-download. But yes, you can just easily do this, no? Napakadali lang yan, no? So select nyo lang itong folder icon. So select lang natin yung open font and then mag-open yan kung saan yung fonts. And there we go. Ito na yung mga list ng Windows font ko. You can easily load them up kung gusto nyo, no? Or kung gusto nyo maglagay na ng isang certain na font file, lagay nyo lang dito or kung saan folder nyo gustong gawin. Madali siyang maloload, no? So there we go. Now you can easily just get unlink yung mga natin dito. Ay, okay, hindi na pa siya pwedeng unlink na ngayon. Okay, never mind. But don't worry naman guys. It doesn't really matter kahit hindi naman na siya pwedeng ma-unlink because yung default font natin, it's just regular naman siya natin, no? So yung normal font natin, lagay natin siya dito. And then yun nga, no, kahit kapag nag-download din kayo ng actual fonts nyo, palaging kasama yung bold, italic, and then bold and italic kung meron man, no? So there we go. And just like sa sa ating 3ds Max, pwede natin gawin bold. I mean, hindi siya masyadong halata, but pwede natin siyang gawing italic. Baka yung puro nakalagay siya sa regular. Okay, never mind. So, ibayin na natin to. Sige na nga. Ibayin natin to Arial. Arial bold. This one. Arial bold italic. And as you can already see, guys, dinidemo ko na. Ginagamit ko na yung mga default fonts ko. There we go. So, pwede na siyang gawing bold, italic. Okay, hindi siya. Ayaw niyang. It's not working. Why are you not working? 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 Baka kailangan ko pang i-reset. Oh, well. Yeah, tama, i-reset pa pala. Yeah, okay, never mind. Sige, hindi ko na i-reset, guys. Don't worry, it was going to work. I-reset nyo lang yung, yung software nyo. It's going to be there now. Don't worry. Hindi ko na i-reset to, but yeah, it's going to be there. So 3ds. There we go. But as you can see, yun nga, no, it works naman, no? Kasi napalitan niya to, from P font to Arial, Arial block ba yun? Yan. So, as you can see, it works naman, I mean, for the most part, guys, itong bold italic, itong bold, yash, hindi nyo magagamit talaga yun whatsoever kasi it looks already like in a bold format already. So, hindi nyo na halos magagamit yan. Itong italic, probably, no? Probably magagamit nyo, but yeah, it's something, no? It's not working for mine. I have to reset mine. Pero hindi ko na i-reset yan, no? So, don't worry, it's gonna work, no? So, cursor to origin. Okay, there we go. Now, question natin, no? It looks a bit, yung siguro nakikita nyo ng difference natin dito sa 3ds Max, yung default text natin, and then yung default na text natin sa Blender, no? It's different, no? So dito yung itong sa text natin sa Blender, this is probably what you would have expected, no? This is probably what you would have expected sa text natin, but sa 3ds Max natin, it's just the outline, no? So dito sa natin sa ating Blender, unahin muna natin 'to, no? So let's replicate this one first, no? So to easily replicate this one, first ang gagawin natin, since currently itong object natin dito, considered siya as a text, no? As you can see dito sa ating outliner. This one, sa top right corner natin. It says here, parang may A tayo na icon dito. Kapag yan yung icon natin, that means it's considered as a text object, not a 3D object, no? So kailangan natin convert siya to 3D object. Guys, take note, this is not in the PowerPoint, no? So dito nila makikita yan sa recording, no? Or by taking notes, no? So dito sa Blender, gagawin natin, babalik tayo sa sa object mode, no? So currently siguro you didn't leave sa you didn't leave edit mode. You're just going to press tab again to go back to object mode, no? As you can see right here on the top left corner, this one here, nakalagay dito object mode na siya, no? Or you can easily just select it, no? So yan, nakalagay tayo sa nakalagay tayo dito sa edit mode, and then select tayo sa object mode, no? Or again, shortcut natin, tab, no? So there we go. Now, ang gagawin natin next is, of course, select natin yung object natin, and then we're going to be right-clicking, no? So right-click tayo, and then select natin tong convert to, and then dito sa convert to, select natin tong mesh, no? So select natin yan. Okay, there we go. Tapos na tayo. Manonotice nyo, dito sa outliner natin, from A, naging reverse triangle tayo, no? Kapag naging reverse triangle icon yan, that means it's considered as a mesh or a 3D object na, no? So we're all good. Now, babalik ngayon tayo sa sa ating edit mode. Yan. Okay. Medyo rough tong ang gawain natin dito, but it's going to be tedious, no? So, dito sa sa edit mode natin, we can probably make use of the selection natin dito. But yeah, it's going to be problematic. But don't worry, try natin ma-solusyonan, no? So, dito sa edit mode, select natin tong third icon natin dito, no? Dito sa top left corner, ito, says here, upon hover, select mode face select. Or, ang shortcut natin dyan is 3, no? Itong mga selections natin dito, this is ang magiging shortcuts natin for okay, shortcuts natin for this one. Yung first one is 1, yung second one ito is 2, and then to is 3. No? So it's that easy, you know. So 1, 2, 3 pang shortcuts natin for these 3, no? So 1, 2, and then 3. No? So the first one is for vertices. The second one is for the edges. The third one is for faces, no? So, di ko muna di-discuss each one. Yung face lang muna. So, yung faces, it's basically yung mga fill natin dito, no? So, select muna natin yan. Select natin lahat pala. We're just going to select everything by simple highlight. Kapag yung yung selection nyo, hindi ganito sa akin, no? Hindi ganyan. Let's say ganyan, or let's say yung lasso natin, ganyan, no? So, basically, select nyo lang tong dito sa selection natin, dito sa toolbar natin. Press and hold left click. And then ito, select box, no? And then let go lang. And then you can easily select everything. And then let's try to do this one. Select natin tong only faces. Okay, yun ang mahirap. Okay, tedious na nito, no? So let's try to remedy this situation. Masyadong hassle to. Oh, never mind, ang hassle. Okay, skip na natin to. Hindi nyo na naman magagamit to, no? But ang mangyayari dito, to basically get this type of look, we're going to be manually selecting each and every one of these, no? So that's a bit of a hassle, and definitely I am not going to do that. I mean, kung pwede. So I'm just deleting everything by simply selecting it, no? So selecting stuff. Yeah, this is very unproductive, no? You know, it's probably yun rin naman magagamit to, no? Yun rin naman magagamit to, but yeah, it's gonna be something, no? Okay. So, sige, ano ko lang to, itong part na to, itong 3 na lang, no? Itong 3 na lang ang anuhin ko. So, okay. It's basically selecting everything ng mga edges dito. Naka-number 2 na, nakaset na ako sa 2, nakaset na ako dito sa 2. So, edges, ito, yan. Press 2 lang natin yan to basically have edge select on. Delete ko yung edges. It's tedious. This is very unproductive, no? Okay. Edges. So, I'm just pressing yun. Nakikita niyo may shortcut dito ko, no? So, I'm pressing X to delete and then select ko yung edges, no? And then make sure I get everything. Okay. I got everything, I think. All right. All right. So, yan. Okay na. We're good. Okay, good na. So, sige, delete ko na to. Delete ko na to. I don't need this anymore. Wait, I don't need these anymore. Delete ko yan. Hindi ko na kailangan. Edges. Oops. Hassle. Okay. Just deleting everything. Ang hassle. Okay, para mas mabilis. Cease. Okay. All right. No. Okay. All right. Okay, malinis na. Okay, we're done. Okay, okay na yan. Okay. Okay na yan. Okay na muna yan. So, dito tayo sa ating tree. Nag-iisang tree, no? So, ang gagawin natin ngayon, ipapalitan naman natin ulit siya, no? Papalitan na ulit natin siya from a mesh, gagawin naman natin siyang spline, no? Gagawin natin siyang spline, no? So, gagawin natin is balik tayo sa object mode again by pressing yung shortcut natin from edit mode to object mode. Ano yung shortcut natin? Anyone? Blender users? Tab. Yes, there we go. Tama, tab. So, tab ulit tayo. And then we're just going to right-click on the object again. So, select natin yung object and then right-click, convert to curve naman tayo. So, convert to curve. And then, manonotice nyo, naibalit yung icon natin dito sa text na sa object natin kanina from nagsimula tayo as a and then naging reverse triangle and then naging parang line tayo dito. Now kapag ganyan yung natin icon niya, that means it is now a curve or a spline, no? So dito tayo sa spline natin ngayon dito sa properties editor natin and then balik tayo dito punta tayo dito sa object data properties, yun, 'di ba? As you can see already kanina, no? Hindi ako nagbago ng properties editor dito. It's still here. Pero na-notice nyo nagbabago siya, no? Nagbabago yung mga yung object data properties niya as it changes, no? Okay? So dito tayo. Now gamit naman natin na ngayon is the curve data properties. Pupunta tayo dito sa under ng geometry. Now baka siguro naka-minimize yan sa inyo. By default, naka-minimize yan. Ako palagi naka-open na to. But dito siya, sa under siya ng geometry. If you just scroll down, no? Scroll down lang tayo, punta tayo sa geometry, and then dito sa geometry, pupunta tayo sa bevel, no? Dito sa bevel, increase lang natin yung depth. There we go. Naging ganun na yung ano natin, no? Naging, ayun, no? Naging ganito na yung sa Blender natin, no? There we go. That's how you do it. And then para ma-convert naman natin siya ulit back to mesh, no? Para maging 3D object ulit sila. Paano ulit natin gagawin? Can anyone recall? How do we convert it back to How do we convert it to mesh again? Paano yung natin gagawin? Can anyone tell me? Blender users? Anyone? Okay, tama. Right-click, convert to, and then mesh. And then that's it. 3D object na siya and ready for modeling, no? Ready for editing na further, no? So, there we go. That's good, no? Well done. So, okay. Kaya tayo dito, we're basically done, no? Sa first two, no, ng text natin. Napaka-basic ng tool natin pero ang complicated ng mga function, no? So, don't worry, magana naman, patapos na tayo, last part na tayo, no? Last part na tayo. So, delete ko lang ulit to because di na natin kailangan yan. And then I'm just going to add a new text again and then just repeat what I did, no? 3ds Max. Ayan, dito tayo. Now, like I said kanina, no? This is probably the one that you're expecting, no? This is the one you're probably expecting sa sa ating fill, no? Unlike dito. So, basically, ang mangyayari lang dito, we need to make this a 3D object but still have the actual fill remain, no? Sa Blender, napakadali lang yan, no? As you can see dito, I'm still at the object data properties, hindi ko ginagalaw yan, nandito pa rin ako, no? And then under din siya ng geometry, no? Dito sa geometry, pwede natin select tong extrude, no? We can just slide it to the right to increase the extrusion or to basically add height to our text, no? So there we go. Yan na yun. Napakadali, no? It's super easy. And then, kung gusto mong medyo rounded yung edges natin, pwedeng-pwede. Paano natin gagawin yon? Same pa rin, nandito pa rin tayo sa geometry. And then, under siya dito ng bevel, no? So, dito sa bevel, we can add the depth. There we go. Nagkakaroon tayo ng more rounded edge to have a bit more sort of realism sa ating asset, no? There we go. Now, itong resolution, just leave it at 4. We don't want your computer to crash. No? So, there we go. That's basically it. Ganun kadali, no? And then, of course, since yun nga, no, it is just like any other object sa scene natin, you can easily move it by pressing G. You can rotate it if you wanted to. And then, of course, S, no? So, of course, rotate na lang natin siya. Rotate lang natin siya by pressing R. And then, press natin X. So, on the X-axis siya magro-rotate. And then, type in ko lang 90 para 90 degrees. Nakatayo. There we go. So, okay. That's your first text. No? That's basically it. That's how easy it is, no? Any questions? Any questions, Blender users? Naka-follow ba? Naka-follow?
Yes po.
Okay. So, move on tayo dito sa ating 3ds Max. Now, sa 3ds Max, a bit more tedious naman siya, no? A bit more tedious, but it's going to be something, no? Unlike sa Blender, it looks like a 3-dimensional object, but nakikita nyo dito sa outliner, nakalagay pa rin siya as a, no? So it's still considered as a text object, not a 3D object, no? Despite how it looks, no? So unlike dito sa Blender, yun nga, no? It's still, you can still edit this out if you want to, no? So yan. So yan, there we go, no? So yan, pwede nyo pa rin ma-edit kahit 3-dimensional na rin siya, no? Pero unlike dito sa 3ds Max, dapat final ka na sa text mo, no? So sadly, there's no other way around it, no? So let's say ganun pa rin. Yan pa rin ang ano natin, yan ang final ano natin, final text na natin. And then we're just going to leave it at that kasi yun nga, no, gagawin natin, lalagyan natin siya ng fill, no? Lalagyan natin ng inner fill siya. So, to do that, basically, select lang natin yung object natin. Press natin, yung object natin. And then we're just going to right-click on it. Okay, keep this, that's okay yan, no? So, that's okay lang naman. So, select lang natin tong object natin. And then, right-click tayo. Right-click. Okay, there we go. Mag-open tong pop-up natin dito, no? So, itong sa pop-up natin, dito sa pinakababa, it says here, convert to, no? So, dito sa convert to, select natin tong editable poly, no? So, convert to editable poly. So, select natin yan. There we go. Nagka-fill na tayo. Pero, ang downside natin dito, naging 3D object na siya, no? So, paano natin malalaman kung 3D object na tayo, no? So, Control-Z tayo, no? Look dito sa Scene Explorer ko. Dito sa Scene Explorer ko o yung outliner natin. Now, ito siguro question. Guys, sir, ba't wala akong ganyan? Ba't wala akong Scene Explorer? No? Punta lang tayo dito sa Tools, no? Punta tayo sa Tools and then Scene Explorer. Now, by default, naka-open na yan. Nakalagay siya palagi yan. No? Pero in some instances, like for example ako, kasi I rarely use this one, no? I rarely kong ginagamit tong Scene Explorer sa 3ds Max, so I leave it closed. But kung sa inyo, ganun din, no? Just press tools, and then Scene Explorer, no? There we go. So, manonotice nyo dito sa Scene Explorer ko, etong text ko, no? May, just like sa Blender, meron din tayong icons, no? May mga icons tayo. But unlike sa Blender na tatlo yung icons natin, we have actually, apat yung icons natin. No? We have yung text, we have yung mesh or yung 3D object, we have the curve, and then lastly, we have, actually 5 pala, no? The last 2 is the light and then the camera. Next time na yung dalawa na yun, no? Dito sa, sa ating 3ds Max, we only have 4, no? We only have 4. So we have our text, ito, or yung natin, di pala text, no? It's actually a curve or shape, no? Yung icon niya is called a shape, no? So, notice nyo, similar siya, no? It's a shape. So, it's a shape. Second icon is geometry, which is this one. Itong mga primitives natin. Manonotice nyo yan, no? Mababago siya into that one. And then, of course, itong lights and then camera natin. Now, these other 3, yes, they are also icons, no? But rarely natin magagamit yan. So, stick tayo dito sa first 4 natin dito. Itong geometry, shapes, lights, and then cameras. Itong lights and cameras, like I said, next time na muna natin yan. Sa bandang dulo pa natin ng syllabus yan, no? So, dito muna tayo sa dalawa na to. So, ito lang yung manonotice nyo. Tingnan mabuti dito sa sa Scene Explorer ko. I'm going to be selecting my object again kasi nag-Control-Z ako kanina, di ba? So, I'm going to right-click it and right-click it and then convert to editable poly. Look closely sa Scene Explorer ko. There we go. Notice nyo, yung icon niya, naging geometry na rin, no? That means it's a 3D object na, no? So, like I said kanina, kung gagawin niyo tong itong process na to for adding fill sa inner space ng natin, ng text natin, make sure that the text is final na. Wala na kayong babaguhin kasi like I said, hindi niyo na mababago yan. Okay? Okay. So, paano natin lalagyan ng yan, ng extrusion, no? Like dito, no? May na-extrude natin yan. So, by default, siguro, kanina, nag-convert na tayo ng editable poly, napunta na kagad tayo dito sa second tab natin, itong modify tab natin. Now, guys, I want you guys to get familiar with this one by dito pa lang sa font na, sa process pa lang natin to kasi dito palagi kayo masasanay, no? Magagamit nyo to always, no? When it comes to modeling na, no? Ma-discuss pa natin yan further sa natin, sa next meeting natin, sa face-to-face natin, no? Ma-discuss natin yan further, no? But like I said, dito magiging usual kayo dito, makakasanayan nyo to, no? So dito sa editable poly, this is where everything happens. Dito na nangyayari lahat ng poly-modeling natin and everything, no? Lahat ng adjustments, yung pagdagdag natin ng mga height, ng mga segments, no? Everything that involves 3D modeling, andito yan, no? So, dito tayo. Balik tayo dito, no? So, ang gagawin natin dito sa editable poly natin ngayon, ang gagawin natin is, select lang natin tong fifth choice natin dito, itong element. Now, sa Blender natin, when we go to edit mode, remember guys, no? Meron kanina, sige, convert muna natin to mesh, pakita ko sa inyo. Remember, we have this one, no? Itong tatlong selections natin, we have the vertices, we have the edges, and then we have the face select. Meron din yan sa Blender, sa 3ds Max, no? So, ganun din yung shortcut natin. But it's a bit different, no? Kasi this one, it's 5 icons, no? But it's literally the same concept, no? So, vertices, since ito yung una, it's going to be 1. There we go. And then, itong next, yung edge natin, it's going to be 2. Now, ito naman yung next border. Press 3 natin. This one, yung face select, 4. And then lastly, itong element, which is yung 5. No? Ang gagamitin lang muna natin for now, itong element muna. No? So, dito sa element, we're just, by pressing 5 natin, press lang natin yung 5, we're just going to select everything. No? Select everything dito sa, sa element natin. And then dito sa 3D space natin, press natin W for move. No? So, nakalagay na yan. Na-press natin W. And then, ang shortcut natin to basically extrude the selected geometry is hold shift and then drag lang natin siya papataas, no? Or depende kung saan axis siya nagfe-face, no? To basically add our height, no? Or our extrusion, no? So hold shift and then drag yung natin. It's if you're following, it's on the Z axis, no? So yeah. There we go. That's it. That's how easy it is, no? There we go. And then rotate na rin natin siya, no? Rotate natin siya. Rotate natin siya 90 degrees. Now ito, trivia dito sa snap natin sa 3ds Max. Over here sa toolbar natin right here. Manonotice nyo to, itong mga may magnet dito, no? These are your snap toggles, no? So press lang natin tong angle snap toggle by pressing A, no? Press natin A. Okay, mag-on siya. Now the purpose of the angle snap toggle is nakaset siya by default ng 5 degrees. So each time when you rotate it, manonotice nyo, by 5 degrees yung rotate niya, no? Or pwede natin gawin dito lang sa natin, no? Sa ating coordinates, no? Press lang 90, then there we go. And there we go. Now, let's say gusto ko dito sa itong text ko. Gusto kong kapalan pa ulit. Gusto kong pakapalan ulit, no? Paano natin gagawin ulit yun? Same process as before, no? Now, only this time, ang gagamitin natin dito is yung mga faces natin, no? Select naman natin tong faces, itong polygon. Ayan, natin siya. Turn on ko tong yung edge faces ko by pressing F4. Select ko naman tong polygon by pressing 4, no? There we go. Select sa polygon or yung space natin. And then select lang natin tong mga stuff natin dito, no? So, to select multiple selections, so select lang natin to first, and then press and hold control, and then left click, left click, left click. Yung basically harap ng text natin, no? Kasi yun yung natin, i-move natin. Ayan, there we go. Now, since naka-rotate naman siya, we can't move it on the x-axis anymore kasi it's gonna look weird, no? So, depende yan, like I said kanina, kung saan axis siya nakaharap. Now, since nakaharap na siya sa y-axis natin, sa y-axis natin siya gagalawin by simply moving it. We don't need to extrude it anymore. We just need to move it, no? So, yan. Move lang natin siya. And then yun. Namumove siya, no? There we go. It's that easy, no? So easy. Clear tayo, 3ds Max users? Clear tayo?
Yes po, sir.
Okay. Now, unlike dito sa sa Blender, we have yung option nga natin itong bevel, We have this, yung bevel natin. Sadly sa 3ds Max, wala siya yung automated na ganon, no? We have to manually bevel them ourselves, no? So to do that, So to do that, select lang natin tong edges natin. This one, itong edge. And then gagawin natin is we're just going to select. Oops. Oops. Oh. Okay, sige. Ito na lang muna. Select lang natin to. Hindi nyo pa naman halos magagamit to eh. Okay. So first, select natin tong edges natin. Ayaw niyang ayaw niyang gumawa yung shortcut ko. Okay. So select lang na, let's say itong part natin dito, I want to bevel this part, no? Itong harap natin dito. Bevel ko to. Gusto ko maging softer siya, like sa ano natin dito, sa part natin doon. Gagamitin naman natin tong chamfer. Select natin tong chamfer. This one right here. Dito sa same pa rin, dito pa rin tayo sa modify tab. Select natin tong chamfer and then itong nakasunod dito sa ano niya, sa tabi niya, itong box natin that says here settings. So select lang natin yan. There we go. So, baguhin lang natin siya. It's going to look weird a bit, no? Kasi di siya equal yung. Sige, ano nga natin. Select na nga natin yung buo. Select natin yung buong select natin itong buo. Okay. Hindi ko na-notice to. Okay. So, ngayon ko lang na-notice, no? So, we have here, nung in-extrude na natin yung text natin, nagkaroon tayo ng butas, no? Okay, so that's going to be a problem, no? But it's an easy fix, no? Dali lang siya ma-fix. So, you probably already encountered this na, no? So, to basically remedy this, ang gagawin natin dito, select natin tong border by pressing 3. No? Select natin tong border. Unahin muna natin tong L. Select lang natin isang side natin dito. Automatically niyang i-select yung border na yan kasi it's an open hole, no? So, select lang natin yan. Okay lang yan. And then, I'm going to just press dito sa edit borders. Dito, it says here, cap. Select lang natin tong cap. There we go. That's it. Ganun lang kadali. That's how easy it is. Now, dito rin, same lang rin. Now, except for this one, since multiple yung ano natin dito, we don't want to fully cover this out. Select natin to, yung by pressing and hold control. Ito rin, and then press ko lang cap. Okay, medyo pangit to. Tapos tanggalin ko rin to, madali lang. Wait. Wait. Tama lang pala yung ginawa ko. Okay. Wag pala to. I think bridge na lang. Bridge. Will bridge work? No, bridge does not work. Ano ba pwede kong gawin dito? Let's do cap, maybe. Tapos, kailangan ko, bubutasin ko pa. Okay, never mind. Sige. Next time na yan. Next time na yan. Bubutasan ko pa. Sige na. Quit na lang. Quit ko na lang. Dapat next ano pa to eh. Next discussion pa to eh. But fine, demo ko na rin just a quick. I won't fully explain it just yet. No, I won't fully explain it just yet, no. There we go. But if you decide to slow it down and try to follow me, kung ginagawa nitong same na demo ko, that's okay too. That's one way to learn din, ano? Just basically observing what I do. Lalong-lalo na sa next discussion natin. Kasi yung i-demo ko sa inyo, it's not exactly a full-on tutorial. It's more on sharing with you guys kung ano yung pumapasok sa utak ko while I'm modeling an asset, no? So, yun ang ma-share ko sa inyo, yung insight on what I'm thinking of, no? So, okay, bakit works? Okay. Hassle. Okay, wag na nga. Next time na nga. Next time na yan. Masyadong hassle to. Okay. Never mind na yun. Never mind what I just did. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. Okay naman tayo. Tapos naman tayo sa text no? Tapos na tayo. Tapos na tayo sa text, no? So, yung mga ginagawa ko dito is just me and my OCD at work, no? So, don't mind it. So, okay na tayo dyan. Okay na tayo dyan sa text. Clear na tayo sa text, no? Actually, kanina pa dapat tinanong yan, no? Are we all clear na sa text, 3ds Max, and Blender? Ano lang to, mabilis na lang to, promise ko. Itong lines, basic loft, screw, solidify, yeah, madali na to. Kasi isang object na lang to halos eh. Okay, clear na tayo guys sa 3ds Max and Blender regarding text. I mean, shadow ako nagtagal dito, rarely nyo naman magagamit. Clear na? Clear na? Clear na? Okay. So, okay. So, start na tayo sa next na tool natin, which is yung where is it? Wala na. Which is yung line natin, no? So, yung line natin. So, line din ang tawag sa 3ds Max, no? Line din ang tawag, no? But unlike sa 3ds Max though, sa Blender, sadly, wala tayong actual na tool for that, no? So, I'm just deleting everything. Demo ko muna dito sa 3ds Max. Demo ko muna dito sa 3ds Max kasi napakadali lang ang 3ds Max, no? So, sa 3ds Max, balik tayo dito sa shapes, no? Dito sa shapes. And then, as you can already see here, it says here, line, no? Now, preferably, guys, when you're going to be working with the line, best to work sa top view natin, no? Sa top view tayo para mas madali niyo magawa, no? So pwede kayo lumipat dito sa top na natin sa viewport natin, sa top viewport, or we can just easily press T here to basically do that, no? Kung gusto niyo lang sa isang perspective lang talaga, press lang natin T to go to viewport, top viewport, and then start tayo sa line, no? Select lang natin yung line, and then I'm just going to simply click lang natin, no? Click. There we go. So we've added our first point, no? Or yung first vertex natin. Now, you have two choices here. Now, you have two choices on yung next na natin, vertex natin. So, yung first choice mo is just simply clicking, no? Click lang tayo ng click. Yan, click lang tayo ng click. Now, yung second choice mo naman is press and hold left click, no? See what happens when I do that, no? Press and hold left click. Nagiging Bezier curve siya, no? So I'm just letting go na, and then press and hold left click. There we go. Nagiging Bezier curve siya, no? So there we go. And then back to just placement, and there we go. And then once I'm done, babalik ko lang siya, i-connect ko lang ulit siya dun sa kung saan ako nagsimula na vertices. And then mag-open tong pop-up natin dito. It says here, close spline, no? So click ko lang yes. Then there we go. We have a whatever this is, no? So we have that. We have our first spline, no? It's easy, no? Napakadali. There we go. Now, in a modeling sense, no? In a perspective by a 3D artist, itong line natin dito, preferably guys, you might want to stick with just simple clicking. Kasi it's a much more effective na natin. It's a much more effective method when you're modeling. Yan, no? Kasi I'm going to be sharing you a function, no? Dito, which is dapat sa ano pa siya, module 4, but quickly ko na lang i-share dito, no? Same din dito sa Blender, share ko na rin 'yon. So, preferably guys, you might want to, kung kable naman yung gagamitin nyo, kung gagawin nyo siyang mga cables, sure, pwede nyo gawin na yung curve na yan, ano? So, and there we go. Let's say, ganyan na yan. Let's say, I don't want to close this, gusto ko ganyan lang, no? Let's say, gusto ko ganyan lang siya, ayoko siyang gawing shape, I just want it as a curve, no? So, let's say, I'm satisfied now with this curve, I'm just going to simply right-click, no? Right-click lang ako. And then, yun, tapos na. No? So, that's about it. Ganun kadali lang yan. Now, question, may edit pa ba natin to? May edit pa natin to? The answer is yes, no? So, oops. Of course, remember to turn this off by selecting line again. No? Oops. Okay, ayaw niya mag-turn off. Right-click ka na lang sa outside the scene para ma-disable yung line. So select lang natin yung object natin, yung line natin. Let's say this one is the one I want to edit. Press lang natin 2 to go to edit tab, no? Or yung modify tab natin. And then there we go, no? Dito tayo sa selection, no? So dito, we have 3 choices. We have the actual spline or yung element natin siya dito. Yan, that's the buong spline, no? This one is yung segments or yung edges natin. You can easily move that, no? Kung gusto natin iangat or whatever. And then, of course, kung gusto natin yung mga vertices or yung mga points na pinaglalagay natin kanina, select natin tong vertex. Again, same rin yan siya, same shortcuts sa mga natin kanina. So 1 sa vertex, 2 dito sa segments, 3 dito sa spline, no? So it's all 1, 2, 3, no? Kapag dito sa selections. So there we go. So let's say I want to move this here. Lagay ako sa vertices. I want to move that there. This one, I want to move it up here. Preferably, guys, when you're going to be editing your spline, the most commonly used talaga na selection dito is yun nga, no, the vertices or yung mga points natin sa shape natin or sa lines natin or sa geometry natin, no? Preferably, this is what you will be moving a lot, no? Lalo na sa natin, activity 3 natin, no? Sa next meeting. This magiging best friend nyo tong vertices, no? Kasi diyan palagi yung gagalawin yan. No? So let's say I'm done with that, no? Let's say I'm done with this. Gusto ko lagyan na ulit siya ng fill. I think pretty obvious naman at this point. Kitang-kita na siya dito, no? Sa rendering, no? So ano yung kailangan natin i-enable? 3ds Max users, ano yung kailangan natin i-enable to basically add a fill to this spline or to this curve? Ano yung kailangan natin i-enable? Ano yung kailangan natin i-enable, guys? Anyone? Any takers? Dito sa under ng rendering, ano yung kailangan natin i-enable para magkaroon tayo ng fill? Anyone? Anyone? Wala. Okay, so again, ang kailangan natin i-enable to basically add fill to this is enable in renderer and enable in viewport. There we go. Turn off ko lang yung F4 ko para mawala yung mga linya. There we go, no? So again, pwede natin mabago yung thickness natin dito. And we can have it more, have it more sides, pero di natin kailangan ng masyadong sides yan. By default, okay na yan, 12. No? Kung gusto naman natin rectangular siya, yan, pwede. There we go, no? So, pwede rin natin ubayin yung length ng natin, yung thickness pala nung natin. There we go. Width, yan, pwede nyo gawin. Pwede kayong gumawa ng sort of pathway kung gusto nyo, no? Yan, there we go. That's how easy it is, no? That's how easy it is. All right? Clear tayo dyan, 3ds Max users. Clear tayo sa line. Clear tayo. Anyone? Clear? Gising pa ba?
Clear po, sir.
Okay, that's good. Okay, punta tayo sa Blender. Now, sa Blender, ito tayo, problematic tayo dito, no? Kasi wala tayong line whatsoever. So I'm going to press Shift A again. Tingnan natin, no? Wala tayong any sort of line, no? At may Bezier tayo, but come on, guys, rarely natin magagamit yan unless cables yung kailangan yung gamitin, no? So ito sa Bezier, we can use that, no? But there's a more better method, no? Just like kung gusto natin yung equivalent dito sa 3ds Max, where we start with one point and then mag-a-add tayo ng mga individual points whatsoever, no? So pwede natin magawa dito yon. May workaround tayo dyan, no? So just like sa 3ds Max, preferably, guys, you might want to work on a top view. So to go to your top view, press lang natin 7 sa numpad. And there we go. So press lang natin 7 and then nasa top view na tayo. Now what we're going to do next is we're going to add a plane, no? So press lang natin Shift A, and then we're going to be pressing dito sa mesh natin and then select natin tong plane, no? Select natin yung plane. And then dito sa plane, of course, remember, select it muna and then press natin a tab to go to edit mode. and then press 1. Automatically naman siya, nakaset siya sa vertices natin, sa vertex select. So we don't need to pre-select it again, no? So dahil nakaselect na tong vertex select natin, we're just going to select everything dito, no? Kasi 4 points lang naman siya, no? 4 points. And then once everything is selected na, lahat ng mga vertex natin na select na, we're basically going to merge this dito sa center natin, no? So to basically merge this into one single vertex lang, I'm going to select, like I said, select everything and then press natin M, and then says here merge, no? And then select natin tong at center. No? So at center, and then there we go. It looks like nawala yung point ko, but it's actually here. No, there we go. Ta-da! It's all there. It's right there. Now, since currently, yun nga, no, it's a plane. Currently, it's a plane, no? We can leave it like that, no? Pwede naman natin hindi natin siya baguhin. Pero kung gusto niyo baguhin, gusto niyo medyo ano kayo, kung medyo nababother kayo, pwede niyo naman siya i-convert as a curve, no? So, yan. By selecting ano natin, oops, ayaw niya mag-select. Then, convert to curve. But ayaw niya mag-convert. Kasi it's just a vertex. Okay, never mind. So, alright, kailangan pa muna natin lagyan ng ano yan, no? So, never mind. So, ano muna natin siya? Select muna natin dito sa Blender natin. So, we're gonna go back to edit mode again. Currently, it's just one single vertex to basically add yung dito sa ano natin, yung another point natin dito. First, select natin yung vertex natin. And then, we press E, no? E, as in extrude. So, see what happens? There we go. Nag-a-add tayo ng vertices. Now, unlike nga lang, since it is just like a normal line lang natin, sadly, even if we press press and hold left click, it's not gonna have a Bezier curve, no? So sadly, ganyan tayo, stuck tayo. And unlike sa 3ds Max, since this is an unorthodox line, no, hindi siya technically a line, we have to merge this dito sa ano natin, sa beginning na vertex natin, kung gusto natin ma-close, no? So to close this, ang gagawin lang natin, select natin yung end na vertex natin, yung last na vertex natin, yung vertex natin, and then we're gonna press and hold shift and select natin yung starting vertex natin. There we go, no? So once those two are selected, press lang natin F to fill, no? To basically connect. And then we can easily adjust this naman na. It's a very inefficient method, but sadly it's the only one that we have. No? So there we go. Say, yan. Just moving stuff around kung gusto ko. Oops. Oh. Yan. There we go. There we go. So let's say I'm done with that. Pwede na tayo bumalik sa object mode and then we can convert it to a curve na. No? Kasi meron na tayong substance, meron na tayong foundation. Kaya yan, pwede na siyang naging curve. No? And then if we add dito sa ano natin, object data properties, we can go back here sa geometry. And then, just like dito sa ano natin kanina, dilagyan natin ng sort of fill. Pwede natin lagyan yan by going here sa bevel natin and then adding depth. Alright? Oops. Tapos yan, kung extrude, pwede rin natin yan. Dagdag natin yan, no? Gusto nyo. There we go. That's how line works, no? Clear tayo? 3ds Max and Blender?
Yes po.
Clear tayo? No questions? No questions? Wala na. Wala na. Next na tayo. Next na tayo. Next na tayo. Okay. Next natin is lofting. Ba't ako nag-click dyan? So, dito tayo sa ano. Next natin is lofting, no? So, lofting, now, iba pa yan sa currently ginagawa natin sa natin, no? Sa mga lines natin. Yung nilalagyan natin siya ng fill. No? The lofting is the actual process of adding weight to your spline, or in a sense, giving it a three-dimensional shape, no? The unique thing about lofting is, no, you can actually use different shapes, no, to basically fill your spline, no? So hindi lang tayo limited to like yung dito sa radial lang natin or yung rectangular, no? We're not just limited to that, no? So let me just delete sige, ito na lang. Let's stick with this one. Let's stick with this one. So delete na muna natin to. Okay, delete muna natin to. And then let's use this one for now, no? Let's use this one. Maybe tone it down. Let's use this one as our shape, no? Ito yung pagbabasihan ng ano natin. Pagbabasihan natin, and this will be our main shape. No? So liitan lang natin yan. We don't need this one to be very, very large. So that's our custom shape, no? That's our custom shape. And then this one, same here. Let's use this one as our custom shape. I'm just going to leave it at 0. And sige, mamaya na yan. So what's going to happen here? So when it comes to lofting, we need two objects here, no? We need two objects. We need, of course, number one, yung main spline natin, yung lalagyan natin ng three-dimensional shape or yung yung weight natin. And then of course number two, yung reference spline natin or yung custom shape na ilalagay natin sa main spline, no? So two items, main spline and then the reference spline, no? So currently what we have now dito sa Blender 3ds Max, meron na tayong reference spline. We just need our main spline again, no? So I'm just going to be adding a simple line lang, no? Just going to add a simple curve. You can actually make use of any of these shapes, guys, no? You don't need to restrict yourself sa line lang natin. You can actually play around with this one, no? I'm going to leave you at that kasi hindi natin di-discuss lahat yan, no? So that's my shape, and then for this one, again, gagawa ko ng bagong plane, and then go to edit mode, select everything. I press M to merge, at center, and then I'm just going to extrude. Don't forget, punta tayo sa top axis, lalo na sa Blender. This is pretty specific, guys. If you're working with splines, always be on the top, no? On the top view. Kasi kayo lang mahihirapan. I promise you that, no? Kayo mahihirapan. So, I'm just going to do that. Then do that. Actually, wag na pala to. I'm going to add a Bezier curve na lang para ma-demo ko rin, no? Bezier curve na lang kasi curve din yung ginawa ko kanina. Curve din tayong gawin natin dito. So I'm going to press Shift A kanina and then Bezier, no? So by default it's already a curve, no? So select na natin yan and then press natin Tab and then there we go. We have Bezier curves, no? So at this point naman na siguro, guys, you already know what a Bezier curve is. Nanggaling na kayo sa 2D, no? Sa mga graphic class nyo. So you already know what a Bezier is, no? So ito yung Bezier line natin, no? Basically adjust yung curve natin. So same process then as how we add our lines sa kanina by pressing E to extrude dito sa edit mode natin. So you can easily move this one and then you can just move this one to adjust yung angle natin. So yan, basic lang rin yan, basic controls lang rin natin yan by simple G and move by simple G for movement and then E to extrude to add our stuff, no? So okay na muna ako dyan. Let's say I'm okay with this one. This is going to be my main spline. No? So I'm gonna go back here dito sa ating object mode. I'm gonna go back here muna sa 3ds Max kasi 3ds Max it's actually super quick din. Actually both are super quick, no? So dito sa ating okay, there we go. So dito tayo sa ating balik tayo dito sa ating geometry tab, no? Kasi nandito yung loft natin. So select natin tong geometry tab. And then we're going to be selecting compound objects. So select natin itong compound objects. Oops, there we go. And then it's already right there. It says here, loft. No? So select natin yung loft. And then mapupunta tayo dito sa madadagdag tong stuff natin dito. No? So dito sa natin, creation method, we're just going to select get shape. No? Get shape. No? So by with this simple term, get shape, we're just going to select our reference spline na or yung custom shape natin. So select lang natin yan. Oops, there we go. Masyadong malaki, no? It's a bit too big, no? So don't worry, maaano pa natin yan, maayos pa natin yan by, okay, wait, never mind. Masyadong malaki yung, wait, teka, teka. Kaya pala malaki kasi malaki tong, ano ko, custom shape ko kanina. Hmm, teka, oo. Oo, nagka-hang na aking nag-freeze ang aking 3ds Max. Oh no. Okay. So while that is freezing or whatever, hintayin ko muna. Don't worry guys, that should work naman. Okay, there we go. Okay. So problema nito is once too big yung scale niya kanina. So, okay. Sige, wag na muna to. Again, masyadong complex din naman to. So let's just add a different shape na lang. Don't worry guys, it's gonna work with either object naman. So, try naman natin siguro tong n-gon na lang. Let's try an n-gon. And then, palitan natin yung ano natin, reviews natin. And then, gawin natin siyang 5. 7 sides. Okay? So, itong 7 sides natin, balik tayo dito sa ating spline. And then, dito tayo sa loft. Then, get shape. And then, this one. There we go. Now, it functions properly. No? So, okay, there we go. Now, the problem that what I had earlier kanina, bakit sobrang laki? No? Kasi remember, if you remember correctly, when I made that custom shape, sobrang laki yan, no? So, when it comes to lofting, dapat when you're going to be making your custom shape, it should be already at the right size already. You cannot scale it down kasi yun nga yung mangyayari, no? Magkakaroon tayo ng undesirable effect, no? So, I'm going to be making another one siguro. I'm just going to make another one. Much better na ano lang. This one, try natin. And then back to here sa ating, wait, no, this one. Also, as you can see guys, now when I lofted, nagkaroon siya ng bagong object. Nagkaroon tayo ng bagong object dito sa Scene Explorer, no? It says here, loft 001. That's what happens when lofting happens, no? So what happens here, yung sa line natin dito sa loob natin kanina, when I applied a loft na loft function, and then I added my reference line, it generated this object na, no? Ito yung lofted na object natin. So we just delete that, no? Then try naman natin tong isa to basically show you that it works, no? So loft natin, and then select natin get shape, and then select lang natin to. There we go. So see, it uses that custom shape, no? There we go. So it works just like in any other spline, no? So siguro you might want to try this one, helix. Now dito yung problema ni Blender eh. Wala tayong masyadong kahit anong shapes like this one, no? So again, try ko dito sa helix. Wait, masyadong maliit to. So lakihan ko to. Lakihan ko yung height, lakihan ko yung radius. Okay. So I'm just going to be using that again. Balik ako dito sa first tab, itong create tab, punta ako sa geometry, and dito sa compound objects. While this one is selected, yung main spline ko is selected, I press loft, I get shape. I'm going to, let's say, use this again. There we go. Its functions entirely the same, no? So there we go. No? It's that easy. Ganun kadali. Questions? 3ds Max users? Questions? None? None so far? None? Wala? Questions? None so far. Okay, punta tayo sa Blender. Okay, so dito sa Blender, I'm going to reduce this size then. I'm going to reduce the size. Okay. So what I'm going to do next is I press Control A to apply all transforms. And then of course, dito sa natin, So guys, sige, I forgot. Kalimutan ko display na what I'm doing. So Rosie. Okay, so unlike sa 3ds Max where you have to be exactly precise na already in making your custom shape, no? Sa Blender, we can actually easily rescale this and still have desirable effects pa rin, no? So to do that, now currently ito yung ano ko, no? Um, ito yung custom shape ko, no? And currently nandito yung origin niya. So ito muna gagawin ko siguro. You might want to do this then if you want to. So punta ako dito sa object and then set ko tong origin. Dito sa origin, set origin to geometry. So punta doon, napunta yung yung orange dot dito para each time when I scale it, doon siya mag-scale doon sa gitna, no? So I'm going to be scaling it down kasi this is way too big, no? Baka magkaroon tayo ng undesirable effect gaya ng kanina. So I'm going to reduce that there. This size, I think that should be okay na. So for this one, I'm going to press Control A to basically apply, no? So ano yung apply natin? Select lang natin tong all transforms para ma-save na ng data natin dito na ito yung tamang size niya, no? Okay, nabalik yung ano ko dito, nabalik yung origin ko. But again, it's a simple remedy, set origin to geometry. Okay, so that is our custom shape. Now dito, balik tayo dito sa ating main spline. This is our main spline, no? So dito sa object data properties natin, dito ulit sa may curve natin dito. Balik tayo dito sa may bevel, no? So dito sa bevel, select natin tong object and then select natin tong this one right here, itong object. This will only take yung ano natin dito, yung mga curves natin dito. So it says here, sige, para di tayo malito, let me just rename this. This one is going to be main. This one is going to be reference. Okay. Okay, so question siguro how to do that by just similar. It's simple double left click lang, no? Double left click. There we go. Left click and then you can easily type in whatever name you want. No. The 3ds Max, it's a bit easy. It's a bit hectic. So right click and then rename. No, there we go. All right. So that's just quick quick segue. No. Okay. So balik tayo dito. So again, punta tayo dito sa main spline ko. And then under geometry and under bevel, punta tayo sa object, yung second option. Select natin itong parang square natin dito. No? So basically yung objects natin, yung object list. Select natin yung reference. Then there we go. It's using this shape, no? It's using the exact shape, no? And then of course, pwede natin lagyan fill caps. There we go. That's how easy it is. Now, just like I said, no? Kailangan natin, baguhin na, pwede natin mabago yan, no? Unlike dito sa 3ds Max na kailangan nakaset na kagad yun. So, pwede natin, napakadali natin mabago yung thickness natin, ano? And it's basically still going to follow that, no? It's still the same shape. It's still the same it's still the same size, no? So that's how easy it is, no? There we go. You don't need, hindi nyo na kailangan gawin yan. Ito lang yun, no? So this one right here, that's all you need to know, no? All right, there we go. That's lofting, no? That's how easy it is, no? That's how easy it is. Any questions?
Sir, sa Blender po, paano po ulit mababago yung points? Pwede po ba mabago yung points sa Bezier? Halimbawa,
Sa Bezier curve. Yes, pwede siya mabago, no? So, balik tayo dito sa natin, sa main spline natin. Now, currently may fill siya, no? So, I just go back to edit mode by pressing tab, no? And then you just easily select yung mga points natin. There we go. Now, if you're asking about the specific curve, no? So, ito yung Bezier line natin, no? So, just select on one of these 2 points, no? Kasi these 2 endpoints right here, itong left and right na points natin dito, these handle the actual curve of the Bezier curve, no? So, yeah. There we go. Did I answer your question?
Yes po, sir. Thank you po.
Okay, so there we go. So, as you can see, guys, you can already make some sort of realistic realistic proportions, no? So if you look at it at this angle, it's gonna look parang itsura siyang kable, no? So I guess that you could probably make a sort of cable already here, no? Siguro charging cable, no? Yan. I'm giving you guys ideas, no? So para may maano kayo, may magawa kayo sa activity 2, no? I'm giving you guys ideas already, no? So you can easily rotate this kung gusto nyo din. Yes, you can rotate it. Guys, what I'm doing here, it's same process lang rin dito sa 3ds Max, ha? Yung sa pag-edit ng mga points natin sa ating mga lines natin dito. You can easily rotate this, ha? It's the same concept lang rin, no? So I'm just going to delete this. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now currently it's enable viewport. Okay, it's not gonna look much, no. It's actually not gonna look much pala. So you're gonna have to rotate this kung gusto nyo. Oops. So yeah, there we go. So it's literally the same function then, guys, no? You can easily move, you can easily rotate it. Oh, so it's pretty easy to do, no? Literally the same concept lang. They're literally just the same. Okay? So that is lofting, no? That is basic lofting, no? Questions? Any questions? Questions? 3ds Max, Blender users? None? Okay, everything clear. So, sige. Question. I'm going to minimize that because nandun yung sagot. So, when it comes to lofting, ano yung mga kailangan nating gamitin? You basically have 2 items that you need, no? Can anyone tell me what the name of those 2 items are? So, yes, they are both splines, pero ano yung mga purpose nun? Kung ano yung dalawang items na yon. So, we have our spline and then we have our spline. So, what are those 2 items na kailangan natin sa ating lofting? No? How do we do a loft? No? What are the 2 items that we need? So we have our blank spline and then we have our blank spline. No? Can anyone tell me? 3ds Max, Blender? Minimize ko yung Blender ko kasi nandun yung sagot eh. Anyone? Can anyone tell me ano yung kailangan natin sa lofting? Line and object? Technically, yes, but that's not the answer I'm looking for. So we have there we go. Yes, tama, Ali, no? We need our main spline or yung main line na gagamitin natin. And then we have our reference spline or our custom shape, no? So those 2 are what we need for our lofting, no? So yon. Okay, that's good. Move on na tayo sa next and last part ng ating spline modeling before we move on to parametrics, no? I guess yung parametrics, sure, fine. Okay, so next tayo dito sa late. I guess yung pinaka centerpiece natin ito. Chalice. Gagawa tayo ng chalice, no? So you might want to follow along if you want to. So ang kailangan lang natin for lating or yung tawag natin is revolve is how to make a line, no? So, okay, question. 3ds Max users, how do we create a line again? Saan natin kailangan pumunta? Saan natin kailangan pumunta dito sa ating software? 3ds Max users, saan natin kailangan pumunta? Can anyone guide me? Nalimutan ko na eh. Can anyone guide me? Paano tayo gagawa ng line ulit? Nalimutan ko na eh. Can anyone? How do we make a line? Once again. Okay, clue. Nandito tayo sa Create tab, no? Pero anong icon yung kailangan ko i-click para makapunta ako sa line, no? Is it the first one? Is it the second one? Is it the third one? Is it the fourth one? Is it the fifth one? Sixth? Seventh? Or dito nga ba? Alam ko dito yun eh. Pero can anyone tell me? kung saan ko kailangan kung saan ako kailangan pumindot para mapunta ako sa mga lines, sa mga shapes. Can anyone? Anyone? Any takers? Wala, nalimutan na? Nalimutan? Okay, ito tayo sa second na icon. Remember guys, shapes, no? So shapes and then line, no? So yan, click lang natin line and then like I said, let's work in a top view. Always work in your top view, no? Or a specific view. Depende kung saan nyo kailangan gamitin. Ako personally, I prefer dito talaga sa top view talaga, like I said, no? And then what we're going to do, okay, dito rin sa Blender, no? So sa Blender, sige, before we move on, paano ulit tayo gumawa ng line dito sa Blender? Not Bezier curve, just a normal line, no? Kasi may iba akong tuturo dito sa inyo. No? So line lang. How do we make a line again? Can anyone tell me? Blender users, how do we make a line? Can anyone tell me? How do we make a line? What's the process? Yes, technically it's a Shift A siya, pero kulang siya, di siya, no? So, medyo kulang pa. May isang specific tayong kailangan gawin. Tama, Shift A yung ano natin, first step. Shift A, okay. Then plane, all right. Then paano natin gagawin next? How do we start with the line? How do we make a line? Kasi currently it's a plane, no? So it's not exactly a line just yet, no? So ano kailangan natin gawin after we make our plane? Edit mode, yes, tama. Pupunta tayo sa edit mode by pressing tab, no? And then, ano next? Paano next? Ano yung next natin na gagawin after edit mode? Ano yung kailangan natin select? Kasi nandito tayo sa edit mode eh. What do we do next? Merge at center. Yes, tama. So pupunta tayo dito sa vertex select, no? Or by pressing 1, no? And then sa-select natin lahat ng vertex, no? Select natin lahat ng vertex and then we press M to merge, no? And then at center, no? So again, vertex, select natin lahat 'yan and then press M to merge and then select at center to make our little vertex right here, no? So there we go. All right. So what we're going to do next, no? Now, ang gagawin ko dito ko gagawin yung chalice sa sa Blender. 3ds Max users, I mean, it's pretty easy naman na guys, no? I think at this point na you've already been doing it. So I just want you guys to make yung ano natin dito, yung ano natin, basically half ng chalice natin, no? Yung basic outline natin dito, right here, no? Itong outline natin dito, no? Or if you want, or kung hindi nyo pa magets, follow along with me dito sa Blender, no? Follow along with me sa ginagawa ko na shape, no? So dito sa right here, no? So sa 3ds Max, madali na sa inyo, point and click lang kayo eh. So point and click, no? So I'm going to do the same here. I'm going to try to make it as low poly as possible, no? Medyo blocky siya kasi okay lang rin naman kasi may gagawin tayong something unique. So I'm going to press E to extrude, no? And then left click and then E to extrude. E to extrude, E to extrude, extrude. I'm going to make a basic chalice lang. Wine glass pala. Oops. So I'm just pressing E and left click, nothing, not doing anything mind-blowing, no? Also, make use of the different navigation tools, no, by pressing G and X, no, or Y, no, by pressing move and then pressing X and Y or Z, depende sa kung anong axis mo yung gusto nyo i-move. Just going to make the overall inside of the chalice. May the wine glass pala. Okay lang, kung medyo rough yan, that's okay. And then, of course, kung sa 3ds Max, when you're going to be closing it, just simply connect it dito sa, sa starting point. Pero kung sa Blender, we have to select yung ano natin. First, select natin yung endpoint, and then yung starting point, and then press natin F to close it. And then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to be readjusting them a little bit just to make the curve a little more cleaner. No? Kasi medyo off yung ano natin, yung pagkagawa ng spline natin dito. So that's okay. Just simply adjusting lang just to make it a bit cleaner. Now this is already a technical na natin to. Medyo ano na to. This is already the beginning. Like I said, the beginning na to ng polymodeling, no? Just simply moving the vertices around. That is polymodeling, no? So this is already an introduction natin to tawag doon, to activity, to module 3, no? There we go. Okay na yan. All right, so we are done. Now we are done here. I think that's how our wine glass should look, no? So there we go. Now, wait, I think I made an oopsie. This should not be closed. Okay, so I did an oopsie. So I'm going to be remedying this a bit. Kasi wine glass na to, dire-diretso dito sa baba. Okay, that's bad, no? So I'm going to remedy this. No? I'm just going to take back these lines right here. I'm gonna delete that. I'm going to delete the edges. Okay, and then I'm going to be readjusting again. No, so this time I'm going to extrude it right. Oh wait, no. I'm going to be moving it around here. Then this one, still want that curved look. This one I could do it like that. And this one I could move it inward a bit. This one I can move it a tad bit here. And this one a bit there. And this one there. Then this one, add ulit ng isa pa. Now I want this one, I want my next part right here to be exactly aligned dito, no? To basically do that, this is how you do it, no? If you're following along with me with the same, shape, I'm going to be pressing this snap, itong magnet natin, this magnet right here. And then sa tabi niya, we have a drop down here, no? So dito sa drop down, we're going to be selecting vertex, no? So I'm going to select vertex. Now, I think this one should be a bit more cleaner. So usod ko muna yan. And then I'm going to be extruding one more. Oh wait, turn off muna. I'm going to be extruding one more. Okay, teka. This one right here. Let me just adjust things. Okay. Now this one, I want it to perfectly align here para maging perfectly maging wala tayong undesirable results sa sa lathing process natin. So I want this one to align right here, no? Pero we can't just crop this out, no? Kailangan talagang pantay na pantay. So what I'm going to do, I think for this one, usog pa konti. This one, and then okay. What I'm going to do next is again press ko tong magnet, and then nalagay siya sa vertex. Okay, that's good. And then I'm just going to move it on the x-axis kasi nandito siya sa x-axis eh. So I want, dito ko siya itatapat, no? Tatapat ko lang siya dito. And there we go. It's perfectly aligned na. No? Kasi what happens if you look closely, when I'm moving it sa x-axis natin, when I press G and then I press X, it locks it sa x-axis natin, which is dyan lang naman siya dapat gagalaw, no? Para mapantay lang natin. And then when I hover over here, it says here, nagkaroon tayo ng bilog, it says dito, mag-i-snap siya doon. No? Now sa 3ds Max, we can easily do that din, ano? Dito sa ating sige, dito, mabilis lang dito sa 3ds Max. No? So dito sa 3ds Max, I'm going to do the same thing, mabilis lang. I'm just going to do a rough thing here. Okay. Then, oops. Okay, teka. I did it. Okay. So let me just again quickly lang. Quickly. Okay, mabilis. This is just pretty rough, but it's gonna get the concept done. There we go. Then close spline, and then go back here sa modify tab. I select this. I select this. Oops. By pressing left click and then control left click, control left click, control left click, and then sure ito na rin. Boop, delete. Now I'm just going to move this one. Gusto ko itapat to. Gusto ko itapat to dito. So I'm going to press S for snap toggle, or this one right here. Itong snap toggle. Now this one right here, before we actually do anything else, kasi complicated din tong snap toggle niya dito eh. So dito sa snap toggle, select lang natin to enable it, no? So pag nagkaroon siya ng blue highlight, it's enabled. Now we're going to right click on it to open up the grid and snap settings, no? Now by default, marami kayong mga naka-enable dyan, no? So I want you guys to just set it to vertex. Hindi nyo na kailangan yung iba dyan, just set it to vertex, no? Select natin to vertex. And then pupunta ngayon tayo dito sa ating options, no? So once vertex is selected lang, punta lang tayo sa options, and then we're gonna enable axis constraints, no? So naka-check nyo yan, enable axis constraints. That way, when I try to move this one, let's say to the x-axis, kasi doon ko siya itatapat, like I said, no? Tatapat ko siya dito, no? It's moving on the x-axis lang, no? So tatapat ko lang siya while holding left click, tatapat ko lang siya dito. No? Okay, hindi siya masyadong tapat, no? Okay. Okay, ito na lang yung adjust ko. Wait, kasi naka-edge select pala ako. Ito, kailangan naka-vertex select. Okay, so let me just redo that. So make sure naka-vertex select kayo. So vertex select, and then I'm gonna move it right here. Oops, hindi ko naka-enable. And then move it right here. Okay, there we go. Tapat na yan, no? It's already inline na, no? Magkapantay na yan dalawa. Alright? Next na tayo, no? Sa actual lathing na tayo, no? So we have our quote-unquote chalice, no? Or water goblet, or wine glass, or whatever na ginawa nyo, no? So ang gagawin natin, sa Blender, punta tayo dito sa ating modifier properties, no? Punta tayo sa modifier properties. Punta tayo dito sa add modifier. And then what we're going to do next is select natin tong screw, no? Select natin tong screw. And then magkakaroon tayo ng ganyan, no? It's not the one we want, no? So we want this, oops, it's not okay. It's not having the wait, I know why. Kasi hindi nakaano yung origin ko. Okay, so yung origin natin currently nandito siya, no? So right click tayo, set origin to geometry. Ito yung kanina rin natin kanina, no? Ito rin yung kanina natin, yung dito sa object, and then set origin to geometry, no? Okay, hindi rin siya maano. Okay, tingnan natin kung that settles it, no? So punta tayo dito sa screw. Okay, it's not looking good pa rin, no? So kailangan natin na dito siya sa center talaga. Okay, so that's an easy solution, no? Kapag ganun yan, kasi ang kinukuhanan ng data for screw is kung saan nakalagay itong origin natin, itong orange dot natin. Which is, dapat itong orange dot natin nandito siya sa gitna, no? Nandito siya sa gitna dapat. Now, kung dito kayo nagsimula, and then you just move it around here, pwede rin naman yan. That's okay rin naman, ano? But since ako nung ginawa ko to, I just moved it pa dito sa taas, and then doon ako simula, nandito tuloy yung my origin is all messed up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this ulit, no? Itong snap ulit natin. So it's still enabled, that's good, no? And then what I'm going to be doing next is select ko tong cursor. Select ko tong cursor to basically move my cursor, no? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this one to maybe right here, no? So technically ito yung center, no? So I'm just going to drag it. Since naka-on yung snap tool ko and naka-select siya sa vertex only, dun siya mag-i-snap, no? So when that happens, once that's connected na, I'm going to right click again, and then I'm going to set my origin, set origin to 3D cursor. So that way, makikita nyo, itong orange dot ko, mapupunta siya dito. So look closely. So right click, set origin to 3D cursor. Select natin. Ayan, there we go. So, ayan, notice nyo, doon na yung orange dot natin. No? So Shift S, cursor toward origin, and then I am all good. So balik tayo sa screw. You should fix it na. There we go. Now, itong axis natin dito, you might want to play around. Now, since kasi, nandito siya sa y-axis, I wanted to revolve around there. It's there, no? So there we go. That is my chalice, or water goblet, or wine glass, or whatever you want to call it, no? So there we go. And then, of course, since it kind of looks messed up, it kind of looks mixed up currently. Oops, not that one. RX90 to move it upwards. There we go. So that is our chalice or our wine glass. Now it looks messed up. So I want you guys to right click. Ako medyo na OCD ako dito kasi it doesn't look right. No? It doesn't look right. It look parang gawa siya sa clay, no? So we don't want that. We just wanted to make it look like it was system generated, no? So gagawin natin, so we're just going to right click on the object. We're still in object mode, guys. Hindi tayo pupunta sa edit mode. This is still in object mode, no? So I'm going to right click. I'm going to shade flat, no? Shade flat. Wait. Kasi it looks like that kasi we need to apply it, no? Okay, never mind. Di pa pala siya nag-ano. So ang gagawin muna natin is okay. So when I'm pressing shade flat, wala nangyayari, no? Kasi kailangan natin i-apply muna. We need to apply this screw modifier dito, no? So select lang natin to. So select natin tong apply, itong drop down natin to, select natin apply. There we go. And then shade flat. There we go. Now it looks like when we add a UV sphere, parang kay tsura siyang system, tawag doon, no? It looks like it was system generated already, no? So there we go. That is your first chalice, your first created 3D asset, no? Yan. Very good. Give yourselves a clap, a pat on the back. Pats. Okay. So there we go. That's your first chalice. Now dito tayo sa 3ds Max, no? Itong whatever this is, no? So what's going to happen next is dito sa ating line, dito tayo sa line natin, we're going to be going here sa modifier list natin. So sa modifier list, okay, dito sa modifier list, hanapin natin yung lathe, no? Or we can just simply type it, lathe. Yeah, there we go. So L-A-T, so yan, lathe. Select natin yung lathe. There we go. Now, currently, it looks a bit weird, no? So, saan ba to? Y-axis, let's try the Y-axis. Okay. Why is it like that? Question mark. So, tingnan nga natin mabuti yung natin. So, remember guys, no? Kagaya ito sa Blender natin kanina, yung origin natin or yung pivot point natin, or yung tawag naman natin dito sa ating 3ds Max, yung pivot point natin is wala sa center, no? Kasi when it comes to lathing and when it comes to screw, kailangan yung origin natin or yung pivot point natin nandun siya sa gitna kasi doon niya kukunin yung data. So, paano natin iibahin yung pivot point natin or yung origin natin sa 3ds Max? So, dito sa command panel ulit natin, first, select muna natin yung object, of course. And then, dito, select natin itong third icon. Ito, yung parang itsurang flowchart, no? It says here, hierarchy. So, select natin yan. And then, we're going to be selecting affect pivot only. So, select natin yan. And then, nag-iba tong UI nung cursor ko. No? So, naiba yan. So, we're just going to be setting it just like here. Kagaya dito sa Blender natin, select ko siya sa somewhere around here, no? So, it's in the middle pa rin, no? So, I'm going to press S for snap toggle para precise tayo. And then, select ko itong middle natin, itong middle nag-highlight. And then, just go to simply drag it over there. And then, that's it. Okay na yan. I'm going to press S to disable yung snap toggle. And then, I'm going to not right click. I'm just going to disable to affect pivot only by clicking on it again. And then there we go. Andun na yung ating pivot natin, no? So we're gonna go back here sa modifiers. So dito sa modifiers natin, again, search natin, lathe. There we go. So yan na yun natin. By default, nandiyan na siya. No? Now, currently, it looks weird. Bakit black? No? It's not pink. It's black. No? Kasi yun yung color niya. It's pink. It should be pink, but it's black. No? So, paano ang gagawin natin dyan? It's simple. Enable lang natin tong flip normals. No? So, select lang natin tong flip normals. There we go. That is our, I don't know, parang itsurang reverse na vase or vase or whatever. No? So, yan. So, there we go. That is whatever this is. No? So, yan. Now, by default naman, guys, siguro sa inyo, for some of you guys, di na kailangan i-flip normals. Just for ano lang. Kapag ganito yung naging itsura ng lathe nyo, you just click on flip normals. No? Flip normals. There we go. Now, itong segments, di nyo na kailangan baguhin yan. Just leave it at 16 or whatever man yung default na nakalagay sa inyo. And there we go. That is your, whatever that is, no? So, yan. There we go. That's how easy it is, no? That's how easy it is. That is lathe. Any questions? Of course, hindi lang kayo restricted to just this, no? Pwede rin kayong gumawa ng bote kung gusto nyo, no? Like a beer bottle if you want to. So, oops. Not that one. So you can just simply like a long nose bottleneck. Napakadali, super easy. And then I'm going to press that. Okay na yan. Okay pala yan. So I'm gonna go here. I'm just going to match this one here. Ito na lang. Para pantay. Alright. And then what kailangan natin gawin? Of course, kailangan natin i-move yung origin point natin. So let's go back here sa hierarchy kasi nandito yung ano ko eh. So affect pivot only. And drag it here para nandun siya sa middle. Affect pivot only. Remember, before you lathe or before you screw, dapat nasa middle yung origin point natin or yung pivot point natin. So I'm gonna go back here sa modifiers since okay na yung pivot point ko. Go to my modifier list and then I'm going to add my lathe. There we go. So we have that bottle looking whatever, no? So of course, if you it depends yan sa kung anong gagawin yon, no? So if you want this one to have an open hole, then make yung inside natin like this one, So this one here ginawa na niya yung actually overall shape ng natin ng wine glass niya dito, no? So they already made that hole here kasi kapag diniretso yan, magre-revolve yan, magsasarado tong part natin dito, which is we don't want that kasi this is a wine glass, no? So ganun lang yan, no? It's that easy, no? It's that easy. Any questions about lathe? Any questions? It's all there naman na. The instructions are all there. And then, of course, you have this recording right here, no? So, any questions? None? None? All right. Move on na tayo sa parametrics. Should I? Fine. Yung ano na lang. Yung, wag na lang tong array, no? Dito na lang tayo sa shell and lattice. Itong array siguro, fine. Sige, mabilis lang naman tong ating fine. Fine. Mabilis rin naman tong shell and lattice. Unahin na muna natin tong lattice, no? So, actually, dito tama na tayo. Discuss natin yung parametrics. Now, parametrics, in a nutshell, parametrics are modifiers that helps the user by letting the software do the heavy lifting in modeling. So basically, you're gonna let the software do the modeling for you, no? Parametric modeling is not something that we can just use in any project and is only recommended to be used in certain projects and if your computer can handle heavy loads of polygons, no? So parametrics is not an ordinary technique and can be seen as an easy way to make conceptual models or abstract art. Can be used in certain parts in hard surface modeling, no? So yung hard surface modeling, babalikan natin yan, no, sa module 4. Pero for now, skip natin yan. So this is something that you can do, no? Now this one, a simple array and lattice lang yan, or pwedeng ano lang, lattice lang rin yan, ano? So you can make something like these, no? So 3ds Max has a large number of parametric modifiers, no? I'm not going to be listing everything. I'm just going to be listing this 3, no? Madami pa yan, marami nyo may explore yan, no? You can easily explore that, makikita nyo yan, no? So with that in mind, don't worry guys, sa Discord channel, I'm going to be posting recordings, no? Gagawa pa ako ng mga videos regarding mga useful na parametric modifiers na pwede nyo magamit, na madali nyo magagamit, no? So look forward to that over the weekend, no? So doon ako magpo-post, no? It's probably sa magiging link siya to a YouTube channel na ano natin, doon ko na lang ipo-post, no? So look forward to that, no? For parametrics. Okay? So next. So hindi discuss natin for now, yung mga parametric modifiers natin is yung shell, lattice, and then yung array. Now, equivalent yan din, meron din tayong of course sa Blender, no? So sa Blender, meron din of course tayo equivalent ng shell is solidify, and then yung sa lattice, add mesh to spline, which is what we've already been doing already. So hindi na natin kailangan gawin yan actually. Pero i-demonstrate ko on how to basically turn yung ano natin, object natin into just yung edges lang natin, ano. And then of course, lastly, yung ano natin, array, no. So solidify and array sa 3ds Max and Blender, they're both very similar, no? So wala tayong masyadong kailangan din doon. Unahin na natin yung solidify and array, no? So solidify, when it comes to solidify, actually gawa na muna ako ng mabilis na chalice ulit, no? Instead na ano, na gagawin ko yung actual na tawag doon, yung thickness na niya kagad, I'm just going to make yung outer line lang niya, no? So I'm just going to be doing this, and then this, and then alright, fine. Okay na yan. So I'm just gonna be doing this kind of shape for my makeshift chalice. And then I'm just going to align things. Doesn't matter. Ano. As you can see, you can already know the difference kanina, no? Yung kanina, nilagyan ko na yung thickness kanina, no? But this time is just yung outline lang natin hanggang dito sa part ko dito, no? So I'm just going to be using a lathe again, no? And of course, pagawin ko muna to. Effect pivot only, press snap. Since ito na yung pinaka-guide ko, ito yung pinaka-center point. I'm gonna put it there, right? Okay, then there we go. So again, effect pivot only, and then lagay natin dun sa center point kung saan magre-revolve yung lathe natin, no? And then once you're done, select yung effect pivot only again to disable it. And then we're gonna go back here sa modify, modifier list, type in lathe, select it. Okay, nag-freeze na ako. Pagod na computer. Okay, there we go. Now, as you can see, kita nyo na yung difference natin kanina, no? Sa unang chalice natin, no? This one, this one does not have any sort of thickness inside, no? Wala tayong thickness, no? It's just an empty void of nothingness, no? So dito natin gagamitin ang ating solidify ang ating shell modifier sa 3ds Max. So dito sa 3ds Max, what we're going to do next is, before we add our shell modifier, we're going to convert this one into an editable poly, no? So select na muna natin itong bagong gawang chalice natin. I'm going to right click, convert to editable poly. So that way, the software recognizes that this object is ready for editing, no? It's ready for 3D editing. So when that happens, yan, notice nyo, naging editable poly na siya. Dito sa modifier list, we're gonna type in shell, no? So select natin yung shell. And then when that happens, ayun, notice nyo yung difference. Now from this blank state, nagkaroon siya ng fill, no? Nagkaroon siya ng fill right there, no? And then we're gonna squeeze yung inner amount kung gusto nyo, or kung gusto nyo sa outer amount, no? So, yan, there we go. Segments, di nyo na kailangan galawin yan. Inner and outer amount lang, no? So, there we go. There we go. Ganun kadali, no? Alright. Now, dito tayo sa Blender. Sa Blender, I'm gonna do the fine, mabilisan lang to. Bezier curve na lang. Much easier, I think. Okay. Where is it? Ayun. Okay. Just going to make that same thing. Oh. So this time, okay. Just going to make this. This is just very rough. I have no care na dito sa ano. Sa ano ko dito. Okay. This should be good enough. Okay na muna yan. Whatever shape that is. Okay. So I'm just going to add modifier again. I'm going to add a screw. And then some axis, what the x-axis. So just the x-axis. That is weird. Okay. Fine. Gonna start new. Let's start new one. Okay. Shift A, mabilisan. And at center. This one is going to be right here. This one is going to be right there. All right. 7. E. E. Okay. 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 All right. This one right here. I'm going to press it there. X-axis. Ayaw niya dun sa this one. 2. Okay. Tayo na muna yan. And then I'm going to add a screw, like I said, and then sa y-axis naman, okay? Now, it's the same thing. It's the same deal here. No? Wala tayong any sort of weight, no? So, I'm just going to apply this again. All right, don't forget, go to edit mode para ma-apply natin yan. So, apply. Nasa object mode dapat tayo dyan. So, it's already there. Now, what we're going to do next, punta ulit tayo dito sa add modifier, itong wrench icon, no? So, yan, add modifier. And then we're gonna go, where is it? Ayun, solidify, no? Select natin solidify. Ayan, there we go. So, yung solidify, yung thickness natin dito, if you increase on the positive, on the positive side, inner amount siya. But, kung sa negative side, outer, no? So, you can see, you can use whatever one you like, no? So, okay na muna yan, 0.09 or fine, 0.1. All right, so there we go. That is how to add thickness, no? And then, once we're satisfied, kung gusto nyong i-apply yan, sure, why not, no? Pwedeng i-apply kung gusto nyo. But, pwede naman stick tayo sa dyan lang muna, no? So, there we go. That is how you add thickness. That is your shell and your solidify. Any questions? Any questions?
Blender po, kapag na-apply na po yung modifier, hindi na po ba pwede ma-edit yun?
Yes. Kapag na-apply na yung modifier, hindi na siya pwedeng ma-edit na. Unless, kailangan, no, i-control Z mo kung gusto mo bumalik, no? But if it's too far gone, sadly, yeah, it can no longer be edited, no? So be careful when you're applying modifiers. Usually for Blender, for stuff like this, you don't really apply it all the time naman na, no? So for example, this one, tong screw, pwedeng naman you can just leave it at that. You don't need to apply it anymore and then just add a solidify. Pwede yon, no? So it's just me. Ako na lang yan. Personal preference ko lang yun kasi that's how normal modeling software does it, no? So it's more on ano na yan, personal preference ko lang, no? But if you can just leave it at that, kung sa screw, you don't need to apply it anymore. But yeah, it's good practice din naman yun eh, to apply yung main shape na natin, and then once you have your main base object na, and then you're going to be adding more modifiers. It's kind of like merging layer. Okay, yes, no, it's kind of like merging layer in Photoshop po, no? Yes, once you added your when pag nag-merge ka ng layer, you cannot go back unless you control Z, no? And then of course, hindi mo na pwedeng ma-sort out yung mga other stuff, no? You can no longer select it unless talagang super precise ka sa lasso tool mo or sa magic wand tool mo, di ba? So yeah, it's kind of the same concept as that, no? Sa mga pag-merge ng mga layers. All right? So clear tayo? Are we clear?
Yes po.
Okay, that's good. Next tayo, last na natin yung lattice, no? Next na natin tong array, no? So yung sa array, I'm just going to delete this kasi medyo pangit. So I'm just going to add a simple cube muna. Now, itong array, guys, a little bit of warning muna. Like I said kanina sa definition natin sa parametrics, tawag doon, parametric modeling is not something that we can just use in any project and is only recommended to be used in certain projects and if your computer can handle heavy loads of polygons. No? So yung mga polygons natin or yung geometry nga natin, this is basically it. Ito yung faces, yung edges, and yung vertices natin. That is your geometry. No? So kung kaya ng computer nyo mag-handle ng napakadaming geometry, or basically almost like siguro by default a 1060 siguro, a 1060 GPU na that should be able to handle almost like 2 million polygons na. But yeah, kung sa tingin nyo hindi kaya ng computer nyo, don't bother doing this because array medyo circumstantial din yung niya. Di pala circumstantial. Medyo situational lang yung niya, yung paggamit niya, no? So basically what happens dito sa array, you're basically copying things, no? Copying things and then you're just duplicating them in a systematic order, no? Array duplicates your selected object and aligns them according to what you input on its parameters. Applying an array modifier can differ depending on what you need to do to your model or scene. In Blender, there are 3 ways, blah, blah, blah. Ano natin, demo ko na yan, no? So, dito sa 3ds Max, dito muna tayo sa 3ds Max, it's actually a bit easier and less complex, no? So, delete muna natin to, delete muna natin stuff, and then let's move this one. Gagamitin pa natin tong unang chalice natin kanina. We're gonna be using that still. And I'm just going to add a simple cube, no? Or simple box, no? I'm just going to add a 30 by 30 by 30, no? So gagawa ko ng makeshift na na floating boxes, no? And then itong mga length segments, width segments, put them all into one, guys. You don't need a lot of segments, just put them all into one, no? So leave it at 1, okay? Let's start na. So first, of course, select natin yung object natin. First, yung natin sa 3ds Max, yung first way natin to do an array, no? So press natin yung select object natin and then we press W to move, no? So to do the first method, press and hold shift natin and then drag lang natin tong object natin into any of the axes, no? Or kung saan natin gustong magkaroon siya ng multiple clones, no? So dito drag ko lang muna siya sa x-axis. So press and hold shift and then drag ko siya along the x-axis to basically duplicate it, no? So this is already duplication na, no? This is how you duplicate items. So I'm going to do that. And then mag-open tong pop-up natin dito once I let go of my left click, no? So I'm going to press OK. Make sure lagay natin siya sa instance, no? So that way, let's say na we do some changes dito sa cube natin dito, makaka-copy siya dito sa mga previous na niya, sa mga copies niya, no? So dito sa natin, sa duplicate natin dito, we can make a number of copies, no? So let's say itong 1 copies natin, just 1, ano? So we can make it like 3, no? So let's say 3 copies and then press lang natin OK. It makes 3 copies, no? So there we go. And then let's say what we want to do next is I want to duplicate it dito naman, papunta naman doon, no? So I'm just going to duplicate it right here by pressing and hold shift, no? Or by pressing yung multiple lang natin. So press natin one object and then press and hold control, left click, and then left click. And then press natin W ulit to move para they're all in one group. And then dito naman sa y-axis naman siya papunta, no? So I'm just gonna press and hold shift, left click, and drag sa y-axis. And then we can do the same thing. 3 copies ulit. There we go. No? So evenly spaced siya, depende sa ano natin, dun sa spacing na ginawa natin dito, i-mimic niya doon, no? Now let's say pataas naman. Ganun din, same stuff ulit, no? So dito naman, so select naman natin lahat, and then I'm just going to same thing again, press and hold shift, only this time sa z-axis naman. So pataas natin yan. There we go. And then 3 copies ulit. There we go. So yan. That is your first method ng array, no? So that's your first method. Next naman, I'm going to make something again. I'm going to make this one, di ko na masyadong perfect to. This time, yung actual array method natin sa 3ds Max, no? Yung actual tool niya. So first, select your object, and then punta tayo sa tools. Dito sa tools, select natin yung array. No? Select natin itong array. And then yan. Now, this is a more technical tool. No? Medyo technical na itong tool natin dito. You can easily preview this. Press natin yung preview. And then you can set itong type of object. Make sure it's an instance para any changes that we do, maano siya, no? Nagalaw natin, no? Up, increment natin. Oops. Oops, nawala yung box ko. Hang on. Nawala yung box. Where's my box? Nawala yung box ko. Okay. Select natin to. Okay. And then, punta tayo sa tools. Tayo sa, where is array? Wala na. Hindi makita. Array. Oops. Tools, where is array? Bakit ayaw niya mag-array? Okay. Naka-enable pala yun. Okay, never mind. So what I'm going to do next is wala pala. Kung I need to offset this one. Okay, dito. Now, currently, by default siya nakalagay dito sa natin. Yung total array natin dito, nakalagay niya na count is 10, di ba? Nakikita siya sa as 10. Now, we have to offset this using yung increments natin dito, no? So, yung increments natin dito, we have to offset this. Maybe, punta natin sa 2D. Wait, actually, nope. Not. Okay. Tagal natin to a bit. Okay, but why are you not moving? Okay. So, enable ko yung preview. Okay, na mali-mali na ako. So, I do that there. So, yan. Pwede nyo magawa yung array tool natin dito. So, yan. Pwede kong baguhin yung x natin dito. I can put it at 0. Yan, may offset na siya. There we go. You can do that. You can move it there. Oops, not rotate. Okay. Preview. You can make it rotate din. Kung gusto nyo systematic yung rotation niya, ayan, no? You can rotate there. You can play around with this, guys. It's not as, this is just for like yung sa mga, like I said, mga abstract natin dito. It's not as effective dito sa yung sa shift duplicate natin. We're just making multiple copies in like certain rows, no? So you can easily do that naman dito, no? And then yes, you can dito sa 2D, 3D. Yes, you can duplicate din naman, but yan. Just be careful lang sa pag-duplicate natin because yan, no? You can do something like this. You can easily play around with this one, guys, no? Oops. Okay. So, yan. Kakaroon nag-freeze na yung computer ko. Okay. So, you can see here, be careful. Like I said, no? Be careful tayo sa array, no? When you're going to be, merging. Ayan. Currently, it's already 910, no? So, dahan-dahan kayo dito because you're gonna be prone sa crashing dito kung medyo mahina yung computer nyo, no? Sometimes, ma-notice nyo, bigla na lang kayo naglalag. No? So when that happens, just exit out, cancel nyo yan. No? Because what happens here sa array, no? As you can see, dumami yung items ko dito. What happens sa array, because like I said, it's duplicating that same yung item na ginagamit nyo. No? It's duplicating it again and again and again and again and again. And then as you can see here, yung total na lagay dito sa array ko, it's 910. No? So that's 910 objects. No? Now multiply that by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Multiply that by 6. No? Kasi each face nun, meron tayong may geometry on. So 6 times 910, that's way too much. No? Ang daming polygons yan. No? So ilang polygons yon? Multiply na natin. 9, 1, 10 times 6. Oh, that's 5,460 polygons already. No? I mean, that's still a pretty low count. But yeah, for some average na computers, might be a bit too much. No? So yeah, you can play around with this one. Paglaro-laroan nyo lang, you can easily, cancel that or okay natin yan. No? So that's it. That's yung array natin. Now, dito sa sa PowerPoint ko dito, meron tayong isa pa, no? Itong spacing tool. No? Now, itong spacing tool, I don't really recommend this anymore, lalo na kung 2023 kayo. So, medyo problematic na to, no? So, hindi ko na to kasi old version na tong itong PowerPoint ko. This is back in 2022 pa, no? So, 2022 3ds Max, no? Which is nandito to. But since most of you guys probably 2023 na, which is already problematic na tong spacing tool, na natin to. Skip na natin tong spacing tool, no? So, actually siguro gawin na lang natin, quick demo ko na lang siya sa dito ko. I'm just going to make a recording on how it's supposed to go and then try to mimic na lang doon sa sa inyo, no? But for now, I won't let you guys I won't demo this yet kasi baka mamaya kayo magka-problema sa 2023 version nyo. So, I'm just gonna let you do it in your own time na, no? All right? So, any questions regarding array dito sa 3ds Max? Any questions regarding array? Oops. Any questions? 3ds Max? Array? None? None so far. Okay? So, punta tayo sa Blender, no? So, Blender, array, no? So, this one, it's a bit complicated, but it's actually easy once you get used to it, no? So, dito ulit tayo. So, we already have a perfect test dummy here. We have our cube, no? So, again, properties editor tayo. Dito tayo sa modifiers. And then add modifier tayo. Itong wrench icon. And then add modifier. And then select natin tong array, no? Select natin array. And then already, yan, notice nyo na, no? We can add our count, no? So let's make it 4 lang rin. Gawin natin yung same na ginawa natin kanina dito sa this one right here. And then what we're going to do next is I'm going to change the offset a bit. Less problematic siya ngayon dito, no? Less problematic sa Blender when it comes to altering yung offset natin sa array, no? But it's really just the same, no? Now, question. Sir, pwede ba sa isang array lang natin to yung parang ganito ang gawin natin? Ganito? Sadly, no. So, dito sa instance natin dito sa 3ds Max, we have here ilan yung instances natin dito. Yung first instance natin, which is this one, along the x-axis, that's one instance of array. And then next sa y-axis, that's the second instance. And then isa sa z-axis, so 3 instances. So basically, to replicate this, itong ginawa natin dito, we're going to make 3 instances of arrays, no? So when that happens, dito nga lang sa Blender, we're gonna have to apply already yung array natin. Now don't worry, now dito sa array kasi, sa Blender, unlike sa 3ds Max, it doesn't duplicate it, no? It's still in the data, pero it's considered as one object, no? It's considered as one object, hindi siya multiple, no? So gagawin natin, since okay na tayo dito sa array na to, we're just gonna click on the drop down here, and then click on apply, no? And then we're gonna do rinse and repeat again. Array naman tayo ngayon, array ulit. I'm gonna make 3 copies, and then this time, instead sa X factor siya, dito siya sa y-axis, no? Yan. So 1.05, and there we go. Okay, kulang pala siya. It's 4. Right. So yan, there we go. So now that's done. Next naman, last naman natin, yung z-axis, no? So again, apply natin yan. Click on apply. And then we're gonna add another array once again, no? Tapos this time, instead of factor x or instead of factor y, punta tayo sa z-axis. Ilagay ko kanina is 1.05. And there we go. Change lang natin before. There we go. Yeah, much more properly spaced, no? There we go. And then, of course, pwede natin what we can do here sa ating, sa ating array natin. Balik tayo sa simula ulit dito sa part natin dito. What you can do sa array natin dito, this one right here. You can rotate it if you wanted to. Wait. Bakit ayaw niya mag-rotate? Wait. Wait. I think I did a major oopsie. Teka. Why are you not rotating? It's not rotating. Hang on. Wait, bakit? It's not rotating anymore. Why? Hang on. Teka lang Wait. Forgot. Kailangan ko yung object offset. Teka. Let's to remember correctly. Empty. And then when I rotate this, offset. So when I rotate my empty, and there we go. Okay. So it's still the same, but it's 3.3. Never mind. Wait, it's not the same. It's a bit different na pala. Okay. So it's 3.3. Okay. So punta tayo dito sa cube. Again, dito, balik tayo dito. No? Balik tayo dito. Now, to do what I just did, no? So to do what I just did, gagawin natin, kailangan natin ng controller, no? We need a controller for this array to basically have any sort of movement, no, na hindi lang limited to just this, no? So what we're going to do, we're going to be selecting, or we're going to be enabling itong object offset natin. Enable object offset, and then we're going to be adding an empty object. No? So we're going to press Shift A, and then we're going to select empty, and then plain access. So Shift A, empty, plain access. No? So we have our plain access, it's right there. And so that's our plain access. Just leave it there, no? Balik tayo dito sa cube. And then since naka-enable na tong object offset natin, we're going to be selecting that empty object, no? So tong natin, object list natin, select natin tong empty. Kasi si empty. So empty. So when that happens, I'm going to be controlling my selecting my empty na, no? So I'm going to be selecting my empty. I'm going to be pressing G. There we go. You're going to be able to do this kind of stuff, no? Yung parang ginanyari dito sa ating kanina, no? Yung duplicate natin. So each time that you control this one, yung empty natin, you can move that G. You can even rotate it if you want to, no? So yan, you can do something like that. That, or pwede mo ring scale. Yan, Para nagkakaroon tayo ng scaling na natin. Yan. There we go. So you can do something like that, no? So of course, pwede na natin yan multiple instances, no? Pwede na natin dagdagan yan. And then click tayo sa empty. And you can do something like that. Para nagkaroon tayong sort of particle effect, no? And then balik tayo sa cube. Of course, konting changing lang tayo sa mga parameters. Yeah, there we go. Ito na yung naging controller natin, no? So, medyo lang tayo, gamayan lang tayo dito sa paggamit ng controller, no? Because it's always not gonna get what you want on the first try, no? It's not gonna give you what you want, no? But you can make something of this sort, no? So, pwede pa natin dagdagan para marami. Masyado pala na marami. Oops. Para marami. Oops. Yan. So, yeah, you can do something like that, no? So just play around with the array, no? So again, pwede rin naman natin yan, apply na natin yan. Then we can add an array again. And then we can add an object again, object offset, and then select our empty again. Then, oops, not that one. I'll select natin empty. Oops, wala na. Ayun. So yeah, you can do something like that, no? Medyo just play around with it, no? You're gonna get the hang of it, no? It's a bit it's a bit tedious at first, but yeah, dami kayong pwedeng magawa dyan na creative things, no? So yeah, there we go. All right. That is array sa 3ds Max. Now, I'm also going to be sharing later sa Discord din. Meron akong ginawa din na isa pang trick na baka magustuhan nyo din, no? So I'm going to be sharing. Actually, it's already in the MM3DMOD group. Kung if you browse right there, it's already, you can actually see it already. A unique thing that you can do with array. But for now, medyo short on time na tayo. I-share ko na lang dun sa Discord natin, which you can view later, no? Padali lang. I'm gonna be posting it pagkatapos ng class, no? So I'm gonna be showing it there, no? So any questions tayo sa array? It's a bit, yeah, like I said, it's a bit tedious at first, but you can get the hang of it naman nasa Blender, no? Ah, right. Of course, I forgot. Minalimutan ako important thing. Duplicating. Duplicating sa sa Blender, no? How to do that, no? So pretty easy ang duplicate natin sa Blender. So press lang natin yung object, of course. And then shortcut natin to duplicate is Shift D, no? Shift D. And then yan na, duplicate natin siya. And then of course, lagyan natin siya sa x-axis. And then lagyan natin dyan. And then duplicate objects natin. And there we go. Sadly, it doesn't have that it doesn't have that same function dito sa 3ds Max now. You can make multiple copies at once. No? So I mean that's a raised job naman na. So there we go. That's duplicate objects, no? Since I forgot about it, no? So yeah, there we go. That is array. No? Any questions? Any questions? I promise, last na to. Last na tong lattice, no? Any questions? None? None so far. 3ds Max users? Wala? No questions? 3ds Max? None? None so far? None? Wala? Wala? 3ds Max users? Long questions? Wala. I'm guessing the silence means none. Okay. So last part na tayo. Promise. Last na. Mabilis na to. Promise. Okay. So lattice. No? Lattice. This one right here. So as you can already see dito sa natin, lattice is a bit of a confusing modifier. Now, if you search lattice sa Blender, you're gonna get a very different function. No? Kasi lattice, ang original function ni lattice is yung sa Blender talaga. So 3ds Max ang naliligaw. Bakit tinawag yan lattice? It's not lattice, no? But sa 3ds Max na tawag sa kanya is lattice. So basically what happens dito sa quote-unquote lattice is converting your edges and your vertices into a mesh, no? So something like this, no? So itong cube naging ganito, no? So yan. Yan ang magagawa natin, no? So unahin natin sa 3ds Max kasi yun ang pinakamadali. So gamitin natin tong cube tsaka itong makeshift na chalice ko. I'm just gonna delete this. Just gonna delete this. Lidigaw na ako. Okay, there we go. So unahin muna natin tong cube natin dito. So I'm gonna press F4 para makita natin yung edges natin tsaka yung vertices, no? So again, ito yung edges natin, ito yung lines natin, no? Ito yung lines natin sa ating object, no? For our geometry. So it's part of the object's geometry. And then yung vertices are these points right here, no? That basically makes up an edge, no? So point here makes an edge, no? So vertex makes an edge, no? So to add the lattice, like I said, no, mangyayari dito, magiging mesh, magiging 3D, magiging 3-dimensional tong mga edges natin. Tapos mawawala tong fill natin sa loob, no? So to do that, punta tayo sa Modify tab or press natin 2. No? So press natin 2. Yan. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to go dito sa modifier list. Click natin yung drop down. Type in natin lattice. Ayan. Lattice. Ayan. First choice natin, lattice. And then click. There we go. It's that easy. Ganun lang kadali. No? Now, you have here a bunch of parameters here. We have struts and then we have yung joints. No? Struts and joints lang halos pagagamit nyo dyan. Now, for the struts, that is your edges. No? So, yan. Diyan yung mababago yung edges natin. There we go. That is your edges. Now, yung segments natin, no need paguhin yung segments natin kasi doon lang siya magano. You don't need to do that. Now, yung sides, now yan, magagamit nyo yan. Itong sides natin because you can make it roundish if kung gusto nyo by increasing yung sides. No? And then material ID, wala, hindi nyo kailangan yan. Not for now, no? So that is your struts. Pinaka-kailangan nyo, pinaka-important dito sa struts, itong radius, tsaka itong sides, no? So radius, basically, overall thickness, no? Like I said. Now next, itong joints. Dito sa joints natin, ito naman yung sa mga vertices, no? So these marks are your vertices. Ito yung joints natin. So you have a selection here. You can use a tetra or a pyramid, octa, pwede rin yan, or icosa. So yan lang yung mga options nyo. Ako personally guys, just set it to octa. You don't really need you don't really need other than that, no? Now, itong pinaka-important natin dito, itong radius lang, no? Itong radius tsaka itong segments, okay, medyo important din yan kung gusto nyo. But personally guys, itong radius, what makes this one good, you can actually just minimize it like that, no? At around around 1 to basically have this one filled, no? So yeah, and then match lang natin yung segments to the same segments sa dito sa segments ng ating struts to basically have a perfectly rounded na cage, no? So yeah, there we go. That is lattice, no? All right, that's how lattice works, no? So if you want something like this, yung perfectly rounded siya, basically ang radius and yung sides ng struts and then radius and segments ng joints should be equal to each other. So radius to radius, sides to segments, no? To basically have this rounded shape. But kung gusto niyo rin naman ibahin, sure, no, why not, no? Pwede naman. You can make a sort of DNA molecule, no? So yeah, there we go. So that is lattice for 3ds Max. Napakadali, no? So any questions, 3ds Max users? Any questions? Any questions? None? 3ds Max users? Anyone? Questions? Wala? Wala bang questions? 3ds Max users? Wala? Wala. So, move on na ako dyan, no? Move on na ako sa Blender. So, dito sa Blender, like I said, iba yung lattice na dito, which is the original lattice, no? So, we're just going to be doing the equivalent of this, which is basically turning your geometry into a mesh, no? So, gagamitin din natin yung natin dito, chalice natin. Sige, gamitin natin yung chalice natin dito. Lagyan din natin ng lattice, no? So, lattice, para makita nyo, it's literally just the same. Here we go. Yan, no? So you can do something like that, no? Now, dito naman sa Blender, I'm going to add a cube muna. Again, perfect test subject natin ng cube. So, cube. Now, again, wala tayong any sort of lattice. Wala tayong sa modifier, wala tayong lattice, no? Now, meron tayong lattice, but it's, like I said, it's not the lattice that we are going to use, no? So, to basically replicate what we did dito sa 3ds Max, meron tayong kailangan gawin na few steps, no? So, yung first step natin is, of course, select natin yung object na paggagamitan natin ng quote-unquote lattice, no? So, select natin yung object, and then we're gonna go to edit mode, no? So, press natin tab to go to edit mode, and then press natin 3 for face selection, no? Para select lang natin yung mga faces, no? Select lang natin yung mga faces, no? Alright? So, pag naka-face select na kayo, we're gonna press Alt-Z, no? Or pwede naman natin, kahit di na Alt-Z, press lang natin on one face. Click lang tayo on one face and then press natin A to select everything. Select every face na nasa object na yon. So when that's done, once na-select na lahat ng mga faces natin, press natin delete or X and then select natin tong only faces, no? So select muna lahat ng mga faces, press X and then only faces. Now yan, matitira lang sa inyo itong outline niya, itong geometry niya. So nandito pa rin yung edges natin and nandito pa rin yung mga vertices natin, which is what we want, no? So what we're gonna do next, press natin ulit tab to go back into edit mode. Kasi ang gagawin natin next is we're gonna convert this one into a spline, no? Or into a curve, no? So to do that, same process that we did before kanina, no? So right-click tayo or yung dito sa object and then ano natin, and then convert to natin, where is convert to? Wala na yung convert to. What? Wala yung convert to ko. Where is convert to? Hindi ko na makita. Well, anyway, so it's there naman na. So right, select lang natin yan. Wala yung convert to ko. Wala bigla. Whatever. So select lang naman natin yan and then right click and then convert to. Yan. So yan naman yung shortcut lang rin naman natin, no? Left click and then right click tayo, convert to curve, no? So I think you already know where I'm getting at here. So pupunta tayo dito sa curve data properties natin, itong object data properties. And then pupunta ngayon tayo dito sa ating bevel, no? And then add tayo ng bevel. No? That's how easy it is, no? It's not as good as dito sa natin sa Blender, no? Now, kasi sa Blender, like again, wala tayong actual function for that, no? So yeah, this is the workaround for that, no? So there we go. And then kung gusto niyo gawing loft, no? Kung gusto niyo gawing loft, yung natin kanina, parang ginawa natin, say circle, gawin natin yan. Okay. And then dito sa ating cube, select ko tong Bezier circle ko. Yan. pwedeng natin gamitin yan. So, pwede nyo gamitan ng loft din kung gusto nyo, no? Since it is now a curve, no? So, yan, there we go. I mean, it could be better kung custom shape, but whatever, it's already there, no? So, yeah, there we go. Now, dito naman, gamitin naman natin dito, no? So, gamitin naman natin tong chalice natin. So, I'm gonna press tab again to go to edit mode. Select on a face and then press A. Okay. And then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to be pressing X to delete and then select only faces para natira lang itong mga edges and vertices natin. And then what I'm going to do next, I go back to object mode by pressing tab and then right click, convert to curve. Now, and then dito sa bevel, add depth. There we go. It's literally the same type of output sa 3ds Max, no? So yon, there we go. That is the lattice, quote-unquote lattice sa Blender. Any questions? Any questions so far? Any questions? None. And that basically ends our discussion. Well, good. Finally, no. Tapos na tayo sa discussion, guys. No. Now, actually, I wanted to share you a bit more, pero siguro sa ano lang natin yan, sa face-to-face meeting na lang natin yan, no? Para yun nga, no, you still have time to make din tong activity 2 nyo doon sa computer lab, no? So don't worry, I'm going to be sharing something pa which is inline din pala sa activity 3 nyo, no? So doon na lang natin gawin yon, no? So for your activity 2 or for your spline modeling, isa lang yung activity nyo, no? So applying what you've learned in spline modeling and parametrics and what you can do with it during the class, create 3 assets using spline modeling, no? So 3 assets or 3 models, no? 3 models of whatever you want. Basta makikita ko lang ang nagsha-shine is yung splines, no? So using spline modeling and or parametrics, you may apply other techniques we've discussed in module 1 in creating complex objects, but I want to see splines shine in all three assets. You may do a block out of an object or feel free to surprise me in what you can create with splines. Kung gusto nyo super high quality na gawin nyo dahil nagka-interest talaga kayo and you search whatever you want to do. No. So yan. Take a screenshot of each asset in your viewport and compile it in a PDF file. Wag na tong zip. Masyadong pangit ng zip. PDF na lang. PDF file and submit your output in Big Sky. The Dropbox is already there, no? So PDF file, compile nyo lang siya in a PDF file, no? So 3 screenshots lang, ano? So right here. So screenshot lang. Oops. So screenshot nyo lang yung ano nyo, yung scene nyo. So Windows Shift S, then screenshot lang, no? So yan, ganun lang. Ganun lang kadali. I-screenshot nyo lang, no? And then save it and then compile it in a PDF file. That's how easy it is, no? All right? So that's basically it. Ito, mga reference na no, I'll be posting. Sige, pakita ko na nga rin yung mga previous na ginawa din ng mga ano, mga other pwede nyo pang gawin. So yeah, but this is the these are stuff that I created for you guys, mga reference lang. So yan, you can make a simple Mobius strip by using yung sa mga parametrics natin dito. This one is also array. Lahat ng mga ginawa ko dito ay diniscuss ko, no? So a little bit of creativity lang on how you play around with your and how you play around with your objects. You can easily create this stuff, no? Ito, mga Mobius strip. Ito, yung abstract natin dito. This one is one activity rin na activity ko rin ng student ako. This one, of course, I think you can already guess what I did here, no? So lathe lang yan, no? Lathe. This one, array, no? This one, lattice din yan. Lattice, tapos may array din yan. Tapos may konting something pa. So yan. There we go. That's how easy it is, no? That's how easy it is. Don't worry guys, I'm gonna be posting some more stuff na pwede nyo magawa, no? So ano pa mga pwede nyo magawa, no? So let's view yung previous na gawa ng ng mga 3D mod cache ko. Dito tayo sa Stars Plus ko. Okay. Oh, that's bad. Yes. Yan, mga ginagawa nila. Yan, they did that. Kasi ito, ginawa niya to sa lines lang rin yan, no? Splines lang gamit niya. So yan, you can easily make those. So yan, ito naman gumawa ng basket, no? So ginawa niya dito, ginawa niya muna yung actual na basket, tapos nag-array siya dito sa mga sa mga torus na to, in-array niya yan, no? So you can easily make stuff like this, no? Puro yan lang rin yung diniscuss ko. Gumawa rin siya yung Rubik's Cube. No? So this one, simple array. Tapos simple na lattice din yan. So if you zoom in close natin dito, notice nyo, ginamitan niya rin ng lattice. No? Lattice tapos array. No? Yung in-array niya dito, yung mga faces ng Rubik's Cube. Alright? This one, ano to? Ito. Itong ginawa. Wait, tanda ko na to. This one, if I remember correctly, ginawa pa niya ng animation to eh. Teka, ito na lang. Sige, download ko to. Right. Tandang ko to. Ito, nag-character modeling pa to eh. Sige, habang nag-load pa. Okay, ito muna. So, yan, gumawa siya ng bird cage. Ito, gumawa siya ng makeshift na plant. Puro na rin yan. Puro splines lahat, no? Again, I want the splines to shine for activity 2. So yan, ito pa. Wait, this one is actually yan. Ito, splines and parametrics. Yan. Gumawa rin siya ng ano, parang basket weave na upuan. Yan. Ito, ginawa niya rin to. Itong cup, ginawa niya ng ano, ng lathe din. So, yan. Pwede gawin yan. No? So, a lot of ideas should pop up by now. No? Ito rin. Ito naman, array yung nag-shine sa kanya. No? Array. Tsaka yan. Yung ginawa niya dito is yung lathe. Kumuha siya ng mga chess pieces. Yan. Ito. Ito pala. Sige, ito lang. So, ito yung ginawa ng isa. Ayan, no? Puro kable. Ayan, no? Ayan. So, this is yung ginawa niya. Nilagay niya lang into one screenshot. No? So, yung guys, yung mga screenshots nyo, pwedeng isang screenshot na lang basta pinakita yung tatlong assets na yon. Or kung gusto nyo multiple na screenshots, no, to basically showcase each and every model or asset, pwede nyo gawin. No? Now, dito ginawa niya, naging super ano siya, initiative siya dito. May initiative siyang gumawa ng something like this. So, yan. Puro array, tapos curve. No? This one is Blender. No? Gawa niya sa Blender. Yan. Okay. Meron pa akong hinahanap eh. Saan ba yun? May isang magandang na... Nope, not this one. Ito. Yan. Ito. Multiple assets ginawa niya. Puro lahat, Puro lahat splines din, ano? So, there we go. So, ito ginawa niya. Ginawa niya muna yung tentacle niya muna dito. Tapos inarray niya tong suction cups ng tentacles, no? Tapos, of course, yung noodles, no? Ginamit niya dito yung Bezier curve. Tapos, pinagay tapos nilagyan lang niya ng weight, no? And then, of course, yung other stuff niya dito, no? Ito yung bowl mismo. So, yan. No? Dami kayong pwede pang magawa. I'll be sharing it sa Blender para makita nyo, no? I'll be sharing it sa Discord sa Blender. I'll be sharing it sa Blender, no? Sa Discord, naman, sabaw na ako. Now, this one, I forgot what niya dito, parang, ito, well, basta yan. At least, ayan, ginawa niya yan, no? So, there we go. Array niya yan. Inarray niya yung mga salmon row. And then, of course, yung coffee cup. So, yan. Stuff like that, no? And then, lahat yan, yung mga ginawa niya dito, lahat, yan, base objects lang rin lahat yan. So, pagdugtong-dugtong lang niya yan. This one. This one's I. Okay. So, yan. Ito, array din, no? So, gumawa siya na-array niya itong mga keyboard, itong mga keys sa keyboard, and then, of course, Rubik's Cube. And then, of course, ito, nilate niya to, ni-screw niya yung mga stuff dito, no? So, pwede kayong, hindi ko kayo ni-restrict to certain functions. Kung gusto niyo paulit-ulit, no? Sure, okay lang rin. Kung tatlong lathe na objects, yun, pwede rin yun. Kung tatlong parametrics, okay lang rin yun. Kung mix and match kayo, pwede, no? Basta, like I said, I want your activity to have splines to shine. And then, of course, yung parametrics na natin, no? So, either of those two kung ang dapat mag-shine, Splines or parametrics. This one, yan, takoyaki. Yan, ginawa siya ng splines dito. Yan, font, no? Ginawa lang niya, simple font, no? Text. So, that's counted as 1. Next, yung array niya dito, that's 2. Yung mga takoyaki, no? Tapos yung mga toppings, no? And then, of course, 3. Yung pangatlo, ito, yung doon, yung bucket for the batter. Oh, so that's 3. So that's 3 assets done na, no? So yun. Alright. This one, ito. Ano rin to? Isa rin tong excellent student. Ano ba yung ginawa niya dito? Hindi ko na matandaan. Ito. Right. This one. Medusa statue. Yan. Nag-array din siya dito. Array, tapos splines, no? That's all in one din. That's yan. So, yan. Pwede nyo gawin. Yan. Still 3 assets, no? 3 assets. Yan. Go. Yan. Ba? So that's everything for now, guys. So I hope na meron na kayong naiisip na, no? So another one siguro, charger. Like sinabi ko niya, charging cable, napakadaling gawin, no? So kaya niyo magawa ng super high quality na itsura 'yon, no? Charging cable. Noodles, ramen, no? Yung ginawa niya dito, no? So that's everything, guys, for your activity 2. I'm looking forward to see what you did. Ano? Tapos like I said, no, you guys have enough time to do this sa ano rin, sa face-to-face class kasi like I said sa ano natin dito, sa activity 3 natin or sa module 3 natin, more on demonstration lang ako dito. So basically, I'm going to be working along with you guys, no. I'm just giving you my perspective and nagbibigay lang ako ng commentary. So don't worry. For your activity 2, the deadline is set on kailan nga ba? Nalimutan ko nila sa nilagay. I think it was 21. Yeah. Yep. September 21, no? So next week Wednesday, no? So you have enough time to finish your activity 2. Okay? Clear tayo? Clear na tayo, guys?
Clear po.
Okay,
Clear po,
so
sir. Yes po.
okay. All right. So since we're all clear, you're all dismissed na. It's 12:38. You're all dismissed. If you have any questions, again, feel free. Kausapin niyo lang ako sa Discord, no? Andun lang ako, palagi ako online, no? Minsan nakalagay lang offline ako, pero trust me guys, I'm always online. Talaga nakalagay lang naka-offline ako. But so yeah. Kung gusto niyo lang i-message regarding questions or what on how to do stuff, no, just PM me or kung gusto niyo do sa mismong public sa chat natin sa MM3DMOD. Okay? So with that said, you're all dismissed, guys. Have a good afternoon, no? So kain-kain na. It's already lunchtime. Nawala na yung iba, no? So ang natira lang kayong 10. Okay? So with that in mind, siguro naman alam naman nila yung kung gagawin nila. So that's okay. So you're all good to go, guys. You're all good to go. So I'll be posting the recording later. Okay? Okay.
Thank you po.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.